The most ruthless character you have ever seen on the screen. A killer returning to the slums that nurtured him and to the man who, strangely enough, had been his boyhood comrade.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? How's it going? How's it going? Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. What's popping with
What's
everybody?
good?
It's another episode. It is episode 18, right, Neil? I think it's
Yes,
number 18.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Episode
yes.
18.
First one of 2022. It's gonna
Yep.
be a good one. Hope everybody feeling nice, feeling
Yep.
good. Today's
Happy New
Saturday.
Year to everybody.
Happy New Year to everybody, indeed. Chicozy, Chief, Mr. W, Alex, take note. Um, everybody, man, everybody, Denise. Oh man, I love it because we got two Denises up
Shadozy.
in here too.
I know, right?
Chicozy, man, I love it, man. Glad to see everybody here. But yeah, guys, hope everybody had a good holiday. Enjoyed their time. Me and Neo were catching up before the
Mm-hmm.
live and just checking in, making sure everybody's good.
Indeed.
Enjoyed their time to the best that they could throughout what's
Right.
happening.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, hopefully the same was good for all you guys. And girls, it's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good. I think
Yep.
Neo's
It's
gonna
a new
kick us
year.
off. Yeah,
So yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's a new year, man. So there's gonna be a lot of interesting stuff. Hey, look, it's 2022 and there's 22 people in the live right now. So
Perfect.
you know what I'm saying? Great way to start it off, man.
Perfect, man.
But yeah, we're gonna get into it. There's gonna be some good stuff. Talk about a lot of news topics, what's happening on the current day. Oh, by the way, our last stream unfortunately got taken down.
Yeah,
Um,
man.
Neo, if you want to show your backup page, to get
Yeah,
some love there,
absolutely.
because
Absolutely,
Neo
man.
unfortunately had to take a bullet for us, and his channel got suspended for a little bit, about what, a week.
A week, yeah, a week for medical misinformation, man.
Medical misinformation, guys. You guys were tuned in last stream and you guys heard what we were talking about. It's nothing but the truth, baby. I'm
Right.
just playing. Not playing at all,
Exactly.
actually. It really is what it is. But unfortunately, we can't say these things. A lot of us can't say these things. We're all preaching the same message in this community here, but unfortunately
Right.
we're getting shut out. But yeah, Neo's again working on his channel
Backup
through the
channel, yeah.
backup.
Yep, it's Neo Hacker 2. It's the same name, just with the two at the end. And this is where I've been posting for like the past few days because again, my main channel was suspended. So unfortunately, we did lose episode 17 of the Script Hackers podcast, and it's unfortunate, but we kind of saw it coming. Not too surprised, but again,
That's
guys,
true.
please make sure you are subscribed to Neo the Hacker too, just so you don't miss out on any content. I will be back on my main channel within about a few days because I was suspended for a week. But nonetheless, I think I'm gonna just start posting on Neo the Hacker too, just so the main channel doesn't get another strike, and then that way it gets deleted, and I don't want to lose all that content. So I think Neo the Hacker 2 is probably going to be, my main channel that I post on now, and just have Neo the Hacker 1 or the main channel just as backup, just in
And
case, man. It sucks, but yeah,
it's
it is
it,
what it
it,
is.
exactly, man. It's very unfortunate the lengths that we have to go to. And me and Neo were just discussing it, guys. We're like, you know what? Unfortunately, um, you you can't really preach what you want to preach, and you got to dance around a lot of things.
Right.
and people don't realize how bad censorship is until they actually try to speak out,
Exactly.
to say the least. So
Exactly. Nah. Yeah.
you
You
know,
you nailed it there, man. Yeah. It sucks. It really does.
yeah, yeah,
But and what's crazy is they don't even tell you like out of the 4 hours that we did, they didn't even specify where the medical misinformation was. They didn't give you no timestamp or anything. They just told you medical misinformation. And then when I try to get an appeal, they
mm.
immediately rejected the appeal within like 5-10 minutes.
You
And
see
how
what I'm
could you do
saying?
that? How can you review a 4 hour video in like 5-10 minutes? It doesn't make any sense. But
Guys, it's obviously you guys are well aware, coming from, Zach's channel at Gematria Effect News, the amount of censorship he's gone through, and several other truth content based creators. The stuff that they're battling on a day to day is mind blowing, guys. It's really mind blowing. But what's more mind blowing are these numerical decodes that my man Neo's about to drop.
indeed, so I got about 3 deaths to share with you guys. The first one is Sam Jones. He played for the Boston Celtics. And then after that, we'll talk. I'm gonna save Betty White for last because that's probably what a lot of people are looking forward to. So
Jeez. R.I.P. Betty,
we
man.
do have exactly at 99. At least she made it to 99, right?
9-9.
Yep, indeed. So the other one is Dan Reeves. He was the former NFL head coach for the Denver Broncos, but it seems like his death was a clear Super Bowl ritual, as we'll discuss.
A lot of
And
Super Bowl related fuckery, man.
exactly, exactly. Because
Just
again,
like
anytime
usual.
there's these championships, it's always people dropping dead left and right. So it's nothing new.
Yeah, yeah. Never
But
fails.
yeah, man, we could go ahead and start off with Sam Jones. Again, played for the Boston Celtics. His cause of death is supposedly just natural causes. He died at the age of 88. He died on December 30th, which was about 2 days ago. So December 30th here, let's pull it up real quick so you guys can see.
Yeah, let's get some
Let me get
visual,
my
baby.
Gematria calculator and date calculator out.
Hey, Esoteric Vision, I see you, my man. It's always good to see you, brother.
Indeed, good to see everybody in here, man.
It's good to see everybody, man.
Denise says Neo's in the timeout chair. Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, dead
Yeah, pretty
ass, dead
much.
ass. It's again,
I'm
it's
on
just
a
so
YouTube
mind
timeout.
blowing. It's so
Yep.
mind blowing because the guys obviously like and there's no downplaying to ourselves, but we're not like we don't have the influence of what many others do. And look at the censorship we're suffering. Imagine
Right.
like how hard it is to even get the chance to get that influence when you're getting shut down or pushed down before you can get work your way up.
Right.
It's unfortunate, man. But hey, we're
Indeed.
gonna keep doing our thing.
Yeah. Yeah. We can't let the whole censorship stop us because that's exactly what they want.
Exactly. Exactly, exactly, exactly.
Right. But anyways, coming back to Sam Jones, he died on an 83 date numerology. Again, December 30th, the day he died, had 83 date numerology. Of course, 83 murder in Gematria sums to 83. He died on 63 date numerology as well. And his last name, Jones, sums to 63. Here, let's plug it in real quick. Jones 63 in the most simple cipher. Dead on a 63-day numerology. He died on the 190th day of his age. He was born on Sam Jones. Let's see. He was born on June 24th, as you can see. So from June 24th to December 30th, that was his 190th day of his age. National Basketball Association, that's what the NBA stands for, National Basketball Association in Gematria. You'll notice that it sums to 190, just like how he's dead on the 190th day of his age. Also, what's interesting about that is 190 itself is the 90th, I'm sorry, is the 19th triangular number. And even NBA sums to 19 in the same cipher as National Basketball Association. And matter of fact, you don't even have to look at the triangular number because again, if there's a zero, you can drop it. So you can also read that as 19. So
Yeah.
it just goes to show you how coded, the language is.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, what else do we have? So he was born on June 24th, 1933, and June 24th is the day leaving 190 days left in the year. So here, let's plug it in. June 24th. Again, that is the day leaving 190 days left in the year. He's dead on the 190th day of his age. National Basketball Association 190. He
Right.
died exactly 27 weeks after his birthday. Ritual and Jones, his last name, they both sum to 27. Ritual 27 and Jones 27 as well. Died 25 weeks and 1 day. This is before, I have a typo right here. This is before his upcoming birthday. And here, just to confirm, Yeah. So June 24th, 2022, his upcoming birthday. He died 25 weeks and 1 day. 25 weeks and 1 day before his upcoming birthday. And ritual sacrifice in Gematria 251, just like 25 weeks and 1 day. In the Jewish cipher, basketball does something to 251 as well. And with the 25 weeks alone, death and RIP, both of them sum to 25 as well. Death 25 and RIP 25 as well. He died at the age of 88. What's interesting about that is when you spell out 88 in letters, it sums to 48. And again, Boston Celtics, the team he played for, Boston Celtics, sums to 48 as well. Even his name, Sam Jones, sums to 48 as well. Sam Jones sums to 48 in the same cipher as 88, his age of death. He died 64 years after his NBA debut on October 22nd, 1957. And 64 years corresponds with how in Gematria the word kill sums to 64. Not only does kill sum to 64, but even NBA sum to 64. And his full name, Samuel Jones, 64 as well. He wore the number 24 throughout his career. He only played for one team, which is the Boston Celtics. But here's the reason why he wore the number 24 is because his name, Sam Jones, sums to 24 in the most pure cipher. He died 72 days after the NBA season began, which began on October 19th. And the last name Jones sums to 72. You can also count the span and say a span of 73 days, sacrifice 73, and ritual sacrifice 73 as well. So that was the death of Sam Jones.
Dude, dude, I got another one for you within this. I don't know
Uh
if you
oh.
caught this one. Oh
What's up?
man. So something about this is actually a good pattern that I've noticed for quite a while now with the number 88 in
Hmm.
deaths. This is
Hmm.
and it's consistent, guys. You're actually gonna see it pan out. But look, let me share my screen right quick.
Please.
This is very interesting. You guys will see how again gematria is all just stacking patterns. They use numbers the same way ritualistically, frequencies, patterns, repetition, etc.
Right.
So check this out. Check this out. My man died at what 88,
Yes, sir.
and we see that natural causes equals
Mm.
88, right?
Hmm.
But like if you literally look it up, it says it right here. His cause of death, natural
Hmm.
causes.
Hmm.
So guys, this happens all the
That
time.
is that is that is interesting. Yeah, that's really good.
It's all the time. It's the number 88. Honestly, I swear to me, it's just like the term poison because I shit. I gotta be
And John
careful.
Madden just died, right? John Madden doesn't John Madden's name sums to 88 if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, let's double check. John, man, I feel
I
like you
know
know
that's
that.
a whole different league, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
John Madden 88.
yeah. So yeah, it's just interesting. Yeah, I just noticed that as you were going through that. So good stuff, man.
No,
Yeah, that was a good
indeed.
one.
Indeed. So, yeah, that was the death of Sam Jones. The next one, let's go ahead and cover this one real quick. Dan Reeves, because I know a lot of people were asking about this as well. So again, Dan Reeves, he head coached for the. Pull him up real quick. He head coached for the Denver Broncos, but what I would say he's most notable for is winning two Super Bowls, one as a player and the other one as an assistant coach. He won Super Bowl 6 as a player for the Dallas Cowboys, and he won Super Bowl 12 as an assistant coach for the Dallas Cowboys. And of course, the Cowboys are doing pretty good this year. A lot of people in this community have them for potentially, at least making it to the Super Bowl, and I wouldn't be surprised if that is the case. So, on the death of Dan Reeves, here's what stands out. He died on obviously the first day of January, January 1st, 1/1, like 11. Denver sums to 31. 31 is the 11th prime. NFL sums to 66 in the Jewish cipher, and 66 is the 11th triangular number. Now, with him dying on New Year's, because again, he died today. So here, check this out. You see how New Year's sums to 43, just like Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys also sums to 43. Football, 43. RIP, 43. Killing, 43. So it's the same repetitive numbers. And on top of that, he died 43 years after winning Super Bowl 12 as an assistant coach with the Dallas Cowboys. And he died 43 days before the upcoming Super Bowl. That is Super Bowl 56, of course. So as far as date numerology, he died today. So today had 24. Today had 24 date numerology. And coach in Gematria sums to 24. He died 347 days after his birthday. His birthday is January 19th. And from January 19th, 2021 to today, January 1st, 2022, he died 347 days after his birthday, the 69th prime. When you write out Super Bowl 56 and you write out 56 in Roman numerals, because that is exactly how the Super Bowl writes it, which is something people should question. Why are we using
Yeah.
Roman numerals in
Yeah.
America? You
Exactly.
know?
Why is the Pope blessing Super Bowl
Yeah,
52? Pope
exactly,
52.
man.
A
Exactly.
joke,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, man, people just don't see it, man. Super Bowl LVI, that's how you write 56 in Roman numerals, it sums to 69, just like how he is dead 347 days after his birthday, which is the 69th prime.
Mm.
He died 49 weeks after his birthday, NFL 49. Here, NFL 49, Dallas 49, Super Bowl 49.
And
So,
just another thing, Catholicism equals 49. And we question, like, why is it that um there's Roman numerals. It's the
right.
Colosseum. It's like the structure of the sport, what it represents. Like it's so clear. It's so clear how they code it, especially when you see the numbers at least too. But yeah, yeah, it's just we know who's and another thing with the 43 too is, again, it is the Society of Jesus who's
Hmm.
behind these rituals, and Jesus Christ equals 43. And there's a lot of 43s within this individual's passing here with
Hmm.
Dallas Cowboys football,
Right.
New Year's, right?
Indeed.
Died 43 years after winning Super Bowl 12 as an assistant
Hmm.
coach.
Hmm.
So, and again, the culprits are the Society of Jesus, right? So,
And Jay said not to mention Cowboys equals 102. I said a while back we could see the Cowboys in the Super Bowl because of the 102nd NFL season and
oh, sorry.
takes place in a location that equals 102. Not only that, with Dan Reeves, there's a 102 that I caught after I wrote this note, and this is what it is. Here, let me pull it up real quick so you guys can see it.
Nice.
Okay, if you go to Sports Reference, go to football, look up Dan Reeves. Look him up as a player. So Dan Reed. Oh shit. Okay, so as a player, because he was a player and a coach. So he began his NFL career with the Dallas Cowboys as a player in 1965. And if you look at how many rushing yards he had on his first season in 1965, is 102 rushing yards. Just like how the current NFL season is the 102nd NFL season, right? And it's the year of Super Bowl 56. And 1965 is the reflection of 56. Not only that, 1965 is 56 years before Super Bowl 56. And that was actually my segue to the next part of the decode. So yeah, he began his NFL career with the Cowboys as a player in 1965, which is 56 years before the upcoming Super Bowl 56. And here's why that matters. His name, Daniel Reeves, that's what Dan stands for. Daniel Reeves in Gematria sums to 56 in the most pure cipher. Go figure, right? And with him, being most notable for coaching the Denver Broncos, well, guess what? The Denver Broncos played the Dallas Cowboys this season, and they only played one game, and that was on November 7th. And the Cowboys lost to the Broncos on that day, which was a span of 56 days ago. November 7th was a span of 56 days from today. So go figure. And plus, the Broncos won that game with 30 points. Cowboys in Gematria sums to 30. Coach sums to 30. Dan Reeves, when he was playing with the Cowboys, he wore the number 30.
Mm,
This game finished with the combined score. This Cowboys and Broncos game finished with the combined score of 46 points because it was 30 to 16, so 30 plus 16, 46. Sacrificing Gematria sums to 46. His NFL career, Dan Reeves, lasted for 38 years. His NFL career lasted from 1965 all the way up to 2003. That's 38 years. Death, murder, killing, RIP, and New Year's, because he died on New Year's. They all sum to 33. And as far as his name, look how Dan Reeves here. You see how Dan Reeves sums to 150? Let's pull
mhm,
up Super Bowl LVI again. Super Bowl LVI for 56, 150 in the same cipher, right? Let's take his full name. His full name is Daniel Edward Reeves. His full name sums to 174. Let's pull up Super Bowl again. Well, here it is right here. So 174. Super Bowl LVI sums to 174, just like Daniel Edward Reeves. Super Bowl LVI sums to 150, just like what is it? Daniel Reeves, or Dan Reeves rather. So I mean, his name is coded definitely. Whichever way you want to look at it, the connection is there.
mm,
The other thing is with his name. summing to, you see how Daniel Reeves sums to 119? Remember, we said this guy was born on January 19th. So what a perfect name to have for that specific birthday, right? Born
Mhm.
on January 19, 1/19. His name, Daniel Reeves, sums to 119. So
Mm.
I thought that was pretty interesting to just to throw that in there.
The 119 too with the word Vatican equals 119
Hmm.
as well. And the
Hmm.
174 is interesting too. New World Order is 174, cryptocurrencies 174. I know these seem kind of random, but I'm trying to run my memory. There's another one. There's another 174. I'm gonna look for it in the background, but
Indeed.
that's yeah, no, that's good
Yeah, it's the
stuff.
same. It's the same repetitive numbers, man. Indeed.
Same things, same things.
Yep.
I'm gonna find that, but
So this guy Dan Reeves, and my last point is that he became the assistant coach for the Dallas Cowboys in 1977, and he died at the age of 77. So
mm.
go figure. So that was it for Dan Reeves. Yeah, I don't know, script. Did you decode this?
I
Probably
didn't
not.
get the
No.
chance to get to the Dan Reeves, but one thing that I did notice about his passing, Dan Reeves, right? Because that
Mm-hmm.
was again today.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of rep digits. Oh, actually, you know what? Did you might have said this actually? Let me quickly scan over. Did he? I noticed on his Google bio here. Let me pull it up on my screen. Um, for Dan Reeves, check this out. They use the good old 38 here.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, you seen that, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Daniel Edward Reeves was an American football running back and coach in the National Football League during his
That's what I'm
38
saying.
years.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. If you read these articles, they all make sure to point out that he was in the NFL for 38 years, as if like, why not just say 30 plus years, right? Or
yeah.
35 plus years? I mean,
But
38, that's such a specific number.
But also to show like they really do love numbers and they play with them outside of these, like look at the rep digits. Like today's 1/1/22, and it has prime numerology of 44.
Hmm.
And then he's dead at 77, right? Like
Hmm.
it's constant rep digits, like it's master numbers, like
Right.
so it's very interesting how they clearly they're clearly having some sick, twisted fun in this murder
Script.
by
Let
numbers.
me ask you this, man. Did you watch Zach's stream yesterday? It was like about like almost 3 hours. He did it late last night. He was going over. It was on his Gematria FX Sports channel. He was just going over the sports games, and one
Okay,
caller called in saying, Zach, have you ever thought about all of this being just the organic side, and maybe this is the code of God? And I mean, like I said, there that stuff is interesting, and to me, I strongly believe that there is a organic side, but
sure.
what we see in the news constantly, I highly doubt that that's organic. And the reason why I say that is because exactly what you just pointed out with the 38. There's no need to point out
Yeah,
specific numbers like that.
yeah.
You could have just said 30 plus years or, almost 40 years. You didn't have to,
Well,
who talks like that? Who talks? Yeah, exactly. 38 years. Just like how Jay was pointing out too, how when they said 2020 was so long it felt like it was 56 months or something. Like who
oh
talks like
yeah,
that? You
yeah,
know what I
yeah, yeah,
mean?
yeah, 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 yeah. I do remember.
That stuff
Wasn't that
is
from like
not
a show or
necessary.
something? Yeah, that was from like a
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
Yeah,
And did you see how Amazon's new vans are like they have 201 miles that they can run? I mean, you don't need to
you
point
gotta be
that out.
kidding.
Yeah, I'm
Really,
dead
I never.
serious.
What type? Where is that? Let's look at that
Zach
right now.
Zach had here. Let me
Amazon
see. Yeah, if
201
you look up
miles.
Amazon
Let's see.
van,
Yeah,
uh,
I see it. I see it.
yeah,
I see it. Rivian's Amazon. Here, I'll pull it up. Oh my goodness, man! Look at this. Look at this bullshit, man. Look at this bull. Exactly. So stuff like what you just pointed out exactly is correct. And then also, you just think about other things like why do they push back dates of people's deaths and wait and hold off telling the story, or change their age of death and etc.
mhm,
So
mhm,
there's clearly
yep.
number play here
Why
for what
why why
reason?
change the age of death with Chadwick Boseman if this is all organic?
Or
You
Travis
know?
Scott.
Yeah,
And he's not
yeah,
even dead. He's alive. So it's like,
yeah.
what? Like, he's still here. It's like, why can't
Exactly.
he just come out and
And
confirm his
and
age? He's like, I'm 29.
if this is all organic, how can it be organic that, like, for example, case in point in sports, Kobe's highest scoring game is 81 points is on his 666th game. What kind of organic god is that? You know
On
what I
yeah,
mean?
isn't that on 1/22 and
Yeah,
like
yeah, like
he
satanic. Yeah,
scores 81
exactly,
points. Like
exactly.
it's so perfect that
Look what
yeah,
they
you
just did
can't
with the NBA with Greg Popovich and his Revelation 13,
666
18,
13.
and 666. How can all that be? Or what kind of organic God is that? You know what I mean? That doesn't make sense. But
Yeah.
again, there is an organic side. I'm not trying to say there isn't, but
No, yeah,
what we
exactly.
see in the
100% is.
news, I highly doubt that this stuff is organic, man, because it's just it's so obvious that it's the
Well,
repetitive use of numbers.
just to like debunk that too, like to even just it's simple. It's like who runs the media? It's
Hmm.
clearly the people who we're discussing, which
Hmm.
is the Society of Jesus, who has
Hmm.
their hands in a pot with a bunch of other, sub factions that they are the ultimate like controller of.
Right.
And knowing the history that they come with and they like, they have surrounding them,
Hmm.
why like and knowing they openly have admitted their usage of esoteric knowledge in history and etc. Why would someone for like especially if you're in the field of like looking at like truth content or whatever, how could you be like, I'm still doubting it, like, it's like, no man, you got to put two and two together, you got to critically think, and you got to understand like this stuff that you're seeing is truthfully planned out and coordinated. Yes, there's
Right.
100% organic stuff though. Like I said, I have a video on my YouTube page where I've discussed an example of organic gematria. It's a really dumb example, I'll be honest. It's just about a bike and how it all worked out so numerically perfect, how I ended up
Hmm.
getting a bike shipped to me on the perfect day,
Hmm.
and et cetera, et cetera. I have other things like my birth numerology and all that stuff, and my name and et cetera, et cetera. Um, but obviously, I know I can put two and two together and be like, well, I'm not a Jesuit.
Right.
And I don't have any of those affiliations. I don't have hands in, big conglomerate media or corporate business and
Hmm.
politics, etc.
Hmm.
So how could I be like, oh no, this is controlled? Like clearly I could be like, this is some sort of organic, you know,
Right.
synchronicity. But
Right.
when you look at the way and the consistent patterns that we see amongst these decodes, like I said, we discussed the same numbers. Like again, the 38. Why is the 38 there, guys? Why is the 38 there? Like you could have just said
Unnecessary.
in his 30+ year career or his
Or
lengthy
almost
career,
40 or
almost
nearly
40
40. There's
years,
so many ways you could have worded that.
100%. But you
Right.
gotta have, and guys, never forget, we're discussing, is this organic? Is this, well, I don't know. You tell me. I think they're using this. Yeah, I'm saying,
Hmm.
like, I think this is exactly what they're using when they slap that 38 there.
Hmm.
That's what I think they're doing. And someone's like, well, like, but it's no, it's the same thing, man. It's Kabbalah. It's
No,
Kabbalah.
this is definitely no. I mean, it's very,
It's what it
very hard
is.
for me to just take in that all of this is just organic. There is no way. I highly doubt it, man. I highly
Some
doubt it.
things, yeah, some things will happen in this world, that's no doubt. But ultimately the majority of this news, honestly, like
I mean, and on top of that, like if all this was
99.7%.
organic, right? Like, what about all the mockery with like African Americans with the number 59 and 42? What kind of
What type of
organic?
organic code
Yeah,
is
what kind of
that? Yeah.
organic code is that, or what kind of organic god is that? That doesn't. Nah, that's hard. That's hard for me to bite, man.
Again, honestly though, one thing that people have to remember too, ultimately, is that with Kabbalah, it's not something like one. I am no professional whatsoever in Kabbalah. I have to disclose that. Like I look at patterns, we observe them through
Neither am I.
numbers.
Yep.
Right, yeah, exactly. We don't claim to be that whatsoever. We're learning every day, as we always state from pretty much every show we do. But people need to realize like that this knowledge is not stuff that's easily to be grasped. It's not something that you get it in 2 days, 3 days. And the concepts behind what comes with Kabbalah are very extensive, very deep. They look at things from a very different angle than the average perspective or individual's perspective would.
Hmm.
So when we constantly be like, like how could people they can't critically decide like, okay, this is evil and this is isn't evil. It's because in nature Kabbalah is very confusing,
Right.
and if you're not strong minded or you don't have good critical thinking skills or you don't have observational skills and you're just a little out of the loop, I guess you could say, then I mean I can't expect you to understand this, and I you're going to constantly be in this state of confusion and never
Hmm.
be able to find yourself an answer. I think gematria really stamps a lot of things because you can match it with history and you can see the relevancy in modern day, and it's numerical, and it's
Right.
like you can screenshot these things, you could stamp the dates and etc. So I think it's
This
like, man,
is like undeniable,
and look at this. What is
tangible
this
evidence.
201? Like, shout
Yeah,
out Zach for this find.
201
I
mile
didn't
ranch.
know
Yeah,
about this. This is
yeah.
so dumb.
Somebody actually called in and pointed out. I'm like, wow. I
Oh,
think it was like on
nice.
TFR or some shit like that.
See,
But
man,
yeah,
exactly. Having the community, people, all eyes looking all over the place. There's things that not Zach might not see. We don't. I didn't see this. Did you see this? I didn't see this.
I didn't know. I didn't see it until Zach
See,
pointed it out.
because it's on like this is on something about like the road show. Like, it's a very
Because
specific
this is
like
not gonna make it to mainstream. Because it's
this
not
isn't big
really a
thing.
breaking news. It's not.
Because we have
Yeah,
people in this community that are interested in a whole bunch of different things. So their news, typical news searches are different than ours. Like the
right.
what sites they go to and what they're looking
Hmm.
for. So they'll end up, everybody comes across interesting tidbits like
Right.
this.
Exactly,
Um,
man.
but yeah. I'm gonna let you carry on because I think
Okay.
you have
Yeah. One more though.
some
The
mo.
last, and gotta save the best for last. So Betty White and Script. I know you definitely have a decode on this too. So
Yes,
you
sir.
can you can pretty much chime in whenever you feel like. But Betty
Mhm.
White, she's dead at the age of 99. To me, what stood out right away is her dying on New Year's Eve. And if you guys recall, she was just in the news, I want to say about a week ago, probably less than that,
Mhm.
for supposedly, about to hit the age of 100. And they asked her, how did you make it this far? And, what does it take to, make it to where you're at as far as your age? And she says, eat here. I got to pull it up because I didn't catch this, but Zach did. She
Yeah.
said,
Yeah.
eat less greens, or I'm paraphrasing, but
Yeah, it's
let
like
me see if
eat
I can try to.
eat less eat less green, something like that. I'm still paraphrasing, unfortunately, but
Yeah, she said, avoid
avoid.
anything green. And that term, avoid anything green, as you can see, sums to 99 in the most pure cipher. Makes sense.
But you look at that.
Yep. And she's dead at the age of 99. Now, the other thing that stood out to me was with her dying on New Year's Eve. Look how New Year's Eve. You see how New Year's Eve sums to 52? Just like
Hmm.
Betty White's. Betty
Yes,
White sums to
sir.
52. Let's pull up New Year's Eve one more time. New Year. Oh, shit. New Year's Eve. You see how it sums to 155? The show that she's most known for, or the sitcom, is called The Golden Girls. And The Golden Girls sums to 155 as well, just like New Year's Eve. Now, with New Year's Eve being on a Friday this past year, Friday has a gematria of 63, just like her first name.
Mm.
And Friday, of course, the biggest one, has the gematria of 99. She's dead
Nah,
at the
nah.
age of 99. Go figure. Just like how Prince Philip, he died on
Mm,
April 9th, the 99th day of the year, which was a Friday.
mm,
Friday 99, he's dead at the age of 99.
hmm.
So the other thing is, she died on a 48 date numerology. Her character's name in the Golden Girls was Rose. I'm not sure how you pronounce that last name, but her character's full name in Gematria sums to
Nyland.
48, something like that. Nyland 48, Rose Nyland 48. No, Rose Nyland also sums to 51. Just like when you spell out 99, her age of death, it also sums to 51.
Nice.
Even her character's first name, Rose, sums to 51 as well. Now, the creator of the sitcom was Suzanne Harris, and Suzanne Harris, you see how it sums to 48, going along with the 48 date numerology, and how Rose Nyland sums to 48. And again, Suzanne Harris is the creator of the show. She's actually important, but I'm going to come back to her in just a second. But she died on the 349th day of her age, Betty White. 349 is the 70th prime number, the Golden Girls, the name of the sitcom. Uh, the Golden Girl sums to 70 in Gematria, just like how she's dead on the she's like just like how she's dead on the 349th day of her age, the 70th prime. The last name White alone sums to 70 as well. She died 17 days before her upcoming birthday, and she was born on the 17th day of the year. Kill in Gematria sums to 17. She died 64 days after Suzanne Harris's birthday. Again, Suzanne Harris, the creator of the show, and Kill in Gematria sums to 64. Not only that, Suzanne Harris was born on October 28th. October 28th is the day leaving, 64 days left in the year. She died exactly 43 weeks before Suzanne Harris's upcoming birthday, killing in Gematria 43. RIP 43 as well. And Suzanne Harris, the creator of the show, she's currently 81 years old. Ritual sums to 81, just like Betty White's full name, which is Betty Marion Betty Marion White, which sums to 81 in the most pure cipher. So,
And the properties of 81 is 9 times 9, right? So like 9
mm-hmm,
9.
mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm,
just like
mm-hmm.
Prince Phillips equals 81, like 9 times 9,
Yep,
and all the 99s. It's just, guys, it's the same shit. She dies on a Friday, he dies on a Friday, both at 99, Friday 99. Like, come on. Like, come
yep.
on, man. It's the same shit. They save it for like later, and they drop a bombshell at the end of the year. Like, think
And
about it, 9
people,
9, like just before the year 100. It's the
I
last
mean,
day of the year. Like,
honestly,
it's
yeah,
literally a troll.
exactly.
It's the
It is a
biggest troll.
troll. You're right. It is a troll, man. I mean, just the fact that she's dead at 99 on New Year's Eve, the last day, like
Day
99 is the last two-digit
completion.
number. Think
9
about it.
9 represents completion, and it's just a rep digit. 9 9. It's the completion. Like, we're completed the
Yep.
year. She completes it with a energy harvesting ritual. Everybody going RIP on the date numerology that equals 43. RIP 43.
Yep.
Everybody screaming
She's dead.
RIP.
She's dead on the last day of the year at the age of 99, which is the last two-digit number. So,
It's
yeah.
just like, it's such a, like, even without the gematria, you one could think like, wow, what are the odds of that? Like,
Yeah, I mean,
99,
people should have even without Gematria, people should have seen how Prince Philip dying at the age of 99 on the 99th day
99th
of the
day of the
year,
year, man.
and then when you bring in Gematria, you're like, no wonder Friday sums to 99. I mean, it's so
Exactly.
obvious, man. It is so obvious that this is what they're doing, dude. I mean, it's
100%.
beyond obvious at this point, honestly speaking.
100%. And is it cool if I chime in and jump in a little more?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Cool.
Please, yeah, I'm done. I'm done with my decodes. I only had those three. So, and I know
Amazing, man.
people actually were comparing this or finding connections between Betty White and Queen Elizabeth. And I know you have something to share with Prince Philip. So I'm looking forward to hearing that, man.
Yeah, yes, yes. Appreciate that. Yeah, guys. So I'm gonna go through a little bit of that as well. The decode Betty White, and there's some other things that came along the way that I found, and yeah, let's run that. So here, let me pull that up real quick. Boom, boom. And hope everybody's feeling good, man. We got about 37 people, about almost 37 minutes in, so that's cool. Um, let's get it. Let's
Indeed, good
get
to
it.
see everybody in here. Shy Divine, Gigi, Sylvia, Denise.
Yes,
Yeah.
always good, man. Appreciate everybody tuning in. So yeah, let's look at this. So I'm gonna try not to overlap too much with what Neo might have covered. But something that like is interesting that I noticed is the phrase itself, because literally it is the last day of 2021 that she died. And last day of 2021 in the most pure cipher equals 99. She's dead at 99. And it
Hmm.
also equals 117. And her birthday is January 17th. 1 slash, or sorry, 1/17. And then obviously Friday 99. Again, we've seen the Betty White New Year's Eve 52 52. Also, Kabbalah equals 52. So worth noting there too. Um, 48 date numerology, as Neo discussed with her character name in the show, The Golden Girls equals 48. Rose Nyland and Hollywood equals 48. Again, the RIP connection with the fact that, again, it's an energy harvesting ritual. Like, they save this for the perfect day, perfect time, have everybody, end the year with a bang, keep everybody, locked in on the celebrity world while whatever else is happening in the, in the world of revolving around the coronavirus agenda. You know what I'm saying? So this is how they do it, man. They use these celebrities for these harvesting rituals. The Golden Girls equal 74, Betty White 47. The reflections of each other. We have the Freemasonic compass set at 47 degrees. Jesuits created the modern day Freemasons. Also, what's interesting is they stated that she passed away at her home 9:30 a.m. 99 years old equals 93. Natural causes, what they stated she died from, equals 930, like 93 in English Sumerian. Saturn equals 93, and Saturn is the god of limitation, death, and time. Betty White, 137, the 33rd prime, Hollywood Masonry, 33. And again, in Hollywood, it's openly admitted that, like, the Warner Bros. Have that Masonic connection. Jesuits, there's a really good book that I could show everybody that's worth reading, discussing the Jesuits' involvement in Hollywood. And again, Jesuits created Freemasons. It's all one big family. From Betty's death to what would have been her 100th birthday, span of 17 days, like Neo discussed, kill 17. Natural causes 38, death 38. As you see, they state that we're told she believed to have died from natural causes. Skip past that. Something interesting that I was just thinking, like, because obviously people are always going to say, oh, well, she's just old. But again, Jesuits don't spare age. And something that's interesting in line with the natural causes in the phrase poison. And then you read the Jesuit oath because you see the 88 connection. And then it even goes on to say, like, I will secretly use the poisonous cup, the strangling cords. We've read through this before. Like, it's very
Hmm.
vicious. So it's just like
Hmm.
interesting. Obviously, this is like really old document, but these people don't change what they believe in terms of their core values of their spirituality and their
Right.
their oath. This is their oath. This is something that they hold dearly, and you can't go against the oath, to say the least. So just something to think about with the natural causes thing. Also, New Year's Eve and natural causes have the 155 match in the ordinals. So the Prince Philip connection, like Neo reminded, the 99 connections as he's dead at the age of 99 on the 99th day of the year, Friday 99. Prince Philip equals 81, ritual 81. 9 times 9 equals 81, 9, right? But also notice it's kind of interesting. It's just strange because, again, two big 99 rituals, both on Fridays, right? Both of natural causes. And they died 38 weeks apart exactly. Death, natural causes, Gematria, Kabbalah 38. Again, like, these are clearly number rituals, what we're seeing with these huge names in media or pop culture or whatever it may be. And you see how they're doing it. We just discussed the value of 38 and what it represents. Um I literally just noticed this now, earlier while you were going through your decode, Neo, but
Hmm.
99, it's interesting enough, equals 8448. And look at the date
Mm,
numerology, how that matches
mm-hmm.
perfectly. So that
I
was pretty
see.
interesting.
No, that definitely is. Might be a connection to that as well. I
Yeah,
wouldn't be surprised.
that's definitely strange.
Especially this the fact that it's in the most simple and pure cipher. Also,
Exactly, exactly.
yeah.
Kind of matching that new date numerology sequence. So
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, definitely. So that's pretty much what I had. Yeah, people are talking about the Queen Elizabeth and uh you
Prince
know,
Philip.
Prince Philip and
Yeah.
Betty White connection. I haven't looked into that just yet. So maybe I can look into that after. But I mean, guys, honestly,
So
sometimes,
somebody was saying how Betty White. Oh
yeah.
man, I really wish I could pull it up. It's something along the lines of Betty White starred in a movie or something where she was called like Queen Elizabeth or some shit like that, and how this foreshadows Queen Elizabeth's demise. It's about to come. Hold on, let me see
Yeah,
if I can
she
try
there
to
was like
find it.
I read like a headline, like, yeah, something about like
It was
actually no.
something along those lines,
I read
man.
another headline actually. It was kind of random, but it was of some journalist who tweeted like just recently, like, oh, the wrong white lady died. It should have been Queen Elizabeth, and she got in
Exactly.
trouble for that. Yeah, and like that's the recent headline I heard with Queen Elizabeth and Betty White.
If I find it, man, I'm gonna make sure to share it. I
Cool. Oh,
should be able to find it. I think I saw it on Free to Find Truth, but let me see. I'm
um,
scrolling through it right now, seeing if
okay.
there's.
Yeah, guys. There's some more decodes to go through. Do you want me to start it up and keep going?
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
feel free.
So, guys, the next one, I did do a video about this. I'll run through it pretty quick, but the NFL legend John Madden, dead at the age of 85. A lot of people in the community had suspicions and, were curious about when this might happen and had some, a hunch that it might be this year of his age. However, to say the least, you could see National Football League 85 in the most pure cipher. Jesus Hominum Salvator equals 85. The first Jesuit Pope just recently turned 85. John Earl Madden, his full name equals 61 in the most pure cipher, matching the date numerology of his death, 61. You can also see from John's 85th to his death, April 10th to December 28th, 263 days, which is the 56th prime. Society of Jesus equals 56. Again, think about how, or sorry, not again. I didn't even get there. Well, we know that. Think about how John died a month and a half short of Super Bowl 56, right? We know what's coming up. From John's death to Super Bowl 56 or 56 is a span of 47 days. John Madden, 47. Sportscaster, that's literally what they refer to him as in his Google bio. Sportscaster, 47. Time, these are time rituals. right? Everything are time rituals. We're using date numerology. It's time-related rituals. They're doing things in time, planning things. They believe they're the best of planners. They have the knowledge to foresee the future with this type of information, how they see it, because they try to create their own future. And from John's death to Super Bowl 56 in weeks and days is 6 weeks and 6 days, like NFL and the Jewish cipher equals 66. The first Madden game released on June 1st, and that's a date that could be written 6/1, just like his full name, 61. But it was also released in the year 88. John Madden equals 88 in English Ordinal. The first Madden game released on June 1st, leaving 213 days in the year. And it's interesting how Super Bowl 56 is on February 13th, written 2/13, like 213. So, they clearly had a lot of foreseeable planning with this ritual, just like the others. And from the release of the latest Madden video game to John Madden's death is a span of 4 months and 9 days. NFL equals 49, like we discussed earlier. And he's also very much known for, like we just discussed, his video game, which is associated with Electronic Arts, aka EA Sports. And Andrew Wilson is the CEO of EA. And from his 47 to the death of John Madden, September 7th to December 28th, is a span of 113 days. EA Sports 113. Broadcasting equals 113. And again, John Madden known for being a broadcaster or sportscaster. The number 113 associated with, again, deception. And you can see here all these terms that have that 113 connections there. John Madden, football, RIP, all have the 43 connection. We were even just discussing the same numbers earlier. And also something interesting, Fox stated that they were going to release, and they still are, John Madden's documentary titled All Madden. And it'll be available actually very soon, 2 days from now. And All Madden, the title equals 66, like NFL equals 66. And again, he died a span of 6 weeks and 6 days. What was it, from the Super Bowl? Let me remind myself right here. Yeah, from his death to the Super Bowl, 6 weeks and 6 days. So this was a little lengthy. Sorry.
No,
The
all good. This
documentary.
is great because I know a lot of people wanted to hear this. So
Cool. The documentary released on, or is going to release on January 3rd, like 1/3 or 13, and NFL equals 13 in reverse full reduction. So this is very carefully coordinated. And Roger Goodell, the NFL commissioner, who actually spoke out on behalf of um, John Madden, and he was the one that gave the information to the media, essentially saying, speaking on his passing. And from John's death to Roger's upcoming 63rd birthday is a span of 54 days. Jesuit Order 54. He's currently 62 years old. Perfect age for a sacrifice, especially coming up to Super Bowl 56. And you see that sacrifice 62. From John's 85th to his death, like we discussed, a span of 263 days, 56 prime. Why is that also interesting? Again, because Roger Goodell equals 56 in reverse full reduction, and we know Society of Jesus. And again, we're coming up to Super Bowl 56, so it's perfect. Roger Goodell, 56, coming up in time, and like just before Super Bowl 56, sacrifice 62. He's 62 years old. He's the one that tells the media about his passing. Like it's clearly they're choosing the characters to play their role and their position in line with the ritual. And you got to take your screenshots, guys, in case they ever change shit. So always just take your screenshots. I always have a screenshot. And yeah, if you guys want to check out the video, you can. If you want to check that out. Also, at the end of this video that I have on my channel, I also put a clip of the Pope for Super Bowl 52. When let me just show it here, not the clip, but again, Super Bowl 52 is when Pope blessed it, and Pope 52. So how fitting. And that's like what, the only Super Bowl that he spoke on, from what I understand. Like a Pope has been involved and said, like, the correct thing.
wait,
Maybe not the first,
I
but
think. Wait, are you saying Super Bowl 52?
yeah.
Wasn't it Super Bowl 51 if I'm not mistaken?
Was it 51? Pretty sure
I
it's
could have
52.
swore. Here, that's why we have the internet. Pope Francis speaks Super. I could be wrong, but I could have swore it was.
Because it's in 2017. The Super Bowl in 2017.
Um, no, it's 51, man.
Oh shit!
It's
Did I?
51.
Oh,
Yeah, it
oh, you
was
know what?
Super
You know
Bowl.
what? No, 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 no. I know what I fucked up on. It's the date. It's the date. It's the date. Sorry. Look at the date. The date is February 5th, 2 slash 5, 5 slash
Mm.
2.
There we go.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I think maybe that's what I was trying to say. Not Super
yeah,
Bowl 52,
yeah. It
but the
was Super
fact that
Bowl
the date
51, but the date was on a date that can be written as 5
5
slash 2.
slash
Bingo.
2. There it is. Or 2 slash 5, like Pope equals 52 and 25.
Hmm.
So depending on where you are. So my apologies, guys. Quick little correction there. But yeah, that's the ritual in line with John Madden.
Rome equals 51.
Yes.
1x4 pointed that out. I mean,
Mm,
164. 1x4. 164.
great, great, great. Yeah, definitely. That's a great actually addition right there. Okay, so there's definitely some more stuff. Let me check on the chat, man. Let me see how y'all feeling, man.
Tachi's in here.
What's up, man? What's up?
Pats versus
Den-
Falcons. Yeah.
Denise, I see you on the likes too. I
Jay said
appreciate
it's a
that.
confirmation bias.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man. Confirmation bias, as always. So I found out what it was, man, with the whole Queen Elizabeth shit.
Oh, cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Did
If
you
you
want
don't
to?
mind me
Yeah,
sharing
yeah.
my
Please,
screen,
please,
I'm going to do
please.
that real quick.
Definitely.
So shout out to Sandra. She left this comment. Here, let's read it real quick. I don't know if you guys could see that. Let me zoom in. This is on Free to Find Truth. She left this comment under my post on Betty White. She says, it's a ritual for USA Queen death, marking the end of the Great Age. I made the prediction that Queen Elizabeth Mary II could die on the 31st of December. Instead, we had Betty White. Betty's full name is Betty Marion White Luden. Betty is a nickname for Elizabeth, and Marion is a variation for Mary. Uh, Luden sounds like London, yeah. Betty died at the age of 99, just like Queen's husband, Prince Philip.
Mhm.
Betty White birthday to Queen Betty White's birthday to Queen Elizabeth's birthday and Prince Philip's birthday both gives 222. Betty White was described as a cultural icon. She was also in a series called Life with Elizabeth, where she looked a lot like Queen Elizabeth. You could say she's the Queen equivalent in the USA, the fall of the Queen. Also, LGBT activists petitioned for Betty White Day on the 17th of January and described her as a national treasure. These alludes to her inversion as well. Betty White was also, in fact, the queen of sorts, but so she actually has a screenshot. I don't know why the screenshot disappeared, but here, let me try to refresh the screen so it could pop back up. Uh, hmm,
Funny that
let's
she says
see.
the LGBT thing though, or whatever, the alphabet community, because there was a photo that I just came across of Betty White that had the same color scheme as the trans fat people, if you get me,
Oh, okay, I see.
their flag. So yeah.
But yeah, the screenshot that she has up here, Betty Marion White, sums to 207 and 90, just like Queen Elizabeth Mary in the same cipher. So that's a nice
Mm,
catch.
hmm.
I see she calculated from January 7th, 1922 to
Oh,
Wednesday,
to her
April
birthday, to the
21st,
Queen's birthday.
1926.
Yeah.
That was 222 weeks.
Hmm.
And from January 10th, 1921 to January 17th, 1922 is a span of 222 days. And Life with Elizabeth, the sitcom created by Betty White.
Mm,
That's interesting. Historically, before the term transsexual was coined, the term drag queen or simply queen referred to trans women. Men who cross
mm,
dressed as women exclusively for performance were called butch queens.
mm,
In January 2021, LGBT activist Conrad June something petitioned the Oak Park, Illinois Village Board to name January 17th White's birthday as Betty White Day. The petition I see where this is going. So January
mm.
17th is Betty White's Day. And I'm assuming Sandra is saying watch out for January 17th in terms of the Queen. The petition stated White as a national treasure. Okay. So yeah, great work, Sandra. Yeah. You might want to watch out for January 17th then.
Honestly, that could be an interesting date.
Wait,
We'll
hold
have
on.
to
Let's
wait and
see.
see.
Wait, when is
What's the date in numerology there?
I was trying to see, isn't when is the Queen's birthday?
That's April 21st, I believe.
I see. I
Yeah,
see. I see. I see.
yeah. Let me
So
double
April
check.
21st, she's currently 95 years old. So yeah, yeah, that is interesting, man.
Well, you know what? The number 95 is an interesting number, actually. I do have a decode that's touching on that usage of that pattern and that number and a death. So you never know.
So Sandra's saying watch out for January 17th, man. So we'll see.
Interesting.
You're right. You never know with these people. So I would not be surprised.
Well, something a little interesting in the topic coming off of her decode there. Yeah, good stuff, man. That was interesting. Again, always good work to see other stuff in the community. And yeah, January 17th, 17 the kill
40
day.
weeks after her husband died, Prince Philip, 283 days after.
Interesting. Interesting.
Um, I don't know where
40
those numbers
weeks and
sit
3
on.
days.
Hmm.
Interesting. Like 43 RIP. And interesting. Betty
Nine
White
months
died
and
on a
eight
date
days.
43. Very
Huh.
interesting. Very
We'll
interesting.
see.
Kind of a random transition. Well, actually, I shouldn't say random. Sorry, but check this
No,
out. Check this
please.
out. I just thought about this. I saw this the other day. I didn't decode this or anything, but pretty creepy looking individual to me. However, April Ashley, Vogue model, um, and transgender trailblazer, dead at the age of 86. We know what that number means. Um,
Absolutely.
but honestly, I was reading through this article. I actually didn't like decode it, but it was basically just discussing how obviously I know this type of stuff is nothing new. But I mean, like, obviously it feels like in the time that we live in now, this type of stuff here is definitely getting like a lot more push and etc. But it's truly just been something that's always happened. They've had this agenda going on for a minute since, because this is an actor from, like the 60s and etc. Like, previous, like way before, some of us were born in this live chat, to say the least. And
Hmm.
it talks about, like, who this individual was messing around with, and it shows you the pictures. Like, this is who this individual was prior, and then this is who this individual
Oh my
transformed
god.
into. And
Transformers, man. This is why Matrix
see-
Reloaded calls him that.
yeah, exactly, though, 100%, yeah. And you could also see too, where was it? Yeah, it also discusses like who would, like, this individual was like entangled with, like Elvis Presley, Pablo Picasso,
Mm,
Salvador Dali. There was another, like, a big Egyptian
huge names
actor.
right there.
Yeah, there's a lot of other names. Yeah, Omar Sharif. Michael Hutchins. I'm not too familiar with that individual, but yeah, those other names are obviously big names. So, like, it's just, I'm just trying to basically get the point across that, like, this agenda has been brewing in the background for a hot minute, and there's definitely a much deeper purpose with this. Don't focus so much on this, because I mean, this they want to get rid of. I don't even want to say the words, man, because they so harsh on us. But you guys see it if you're staring at the screen. You see what I'm highlighting. Don't focus so much on this, because I mean, focus on this and know what this is, but because they're trying to blur the lines between what this is. But ultimately, they're trying to turn us into these right here, this section of this word. It's a compound word, and this is this aspect here that they, this trans aspect. We're leading into some interesting times, and I think that this agenda is just to help another agenda. But anyways, speaking of the 95s, some interesting news that came out on the 30th of 2021. Again, we're in 2022, guys. That's crazy. Time flies. Scary. But RIP John Padberg, a Jesuit historian and a historian of Jesuits. Actually, I've seen this guy's videos before. Like, early on when I was looking for like information about the Jesuits, and he was one of the individuals that you would see speaking and just basically talking about their history. Obviously, he is a historian, and the spirituality and etc. But this man, John W. Padberg, died in St. Louis, Missouri, at the age of 95. And this is very interesting here because he actually died on Christmas Day. So you could see here, he died on Christmas Day, 2021. So I just want to I really just didn't go too deep on this one, but look at this. Right away, the first thing I seen, his name equals 201, the Jesuit Order 201. And we're talking about a Jesuit historian and a historian of Jesuits, according to them themselves. And the date numerology, as he died on Christmas, right? The pagan, Saturnalia, Catholic holiday, all in one. And has 78 and 42 numerology. And Jesuit equals 7842. We have a Jesuit dying that day, the birth of Christ. John died on Christmas Day, the 359th day of the year, the 72nd prime, Jesuit Order 72, which he was a part of. And the Jesuits were recognized in Rome on the day leaving 95 days in the year in 1540. Jesuits were formed for the purpose of creating the Counter-Reformation in the battle against Protestantism and Martin Luther's 95 Theses against the Catholic Church. And this guy's dead at 95. So they love playing with this number 95. And we were just discussing the number 95 with to potentially be on the lookout for the Queen. So I didn't go too much deeper into that one, guys. I actually just caught that today, kind of early on before we went through the live. I was going through some extra news, but that was from the Jesuit Review. Again, this is an interesting site, America, the Jesuit Review, americamagazine.org. I recommend checking it out every now and then if you guys want to see, because like again, this is their like publication, so you're gonna get a little bit more than you would on the mainstream. Sometimes it's just like more low key stories that I think should get more attention in some ways, but I guess maybe they're here for a reason, not on CNN, right?
Hell no, these people are not going to be on CNN.
Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. And remember that clip that we showed that Eric 777 had from Lou Dobbs on CNN when he was
Right,
interviewing those Jesuits. And then
right.
he's like, well, like, that was good speaking to you. I didn't really get anything out of you, but what can I expect? You're a Jesuit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And,
Mm-hmm.
he's speaking, that's Lou Dobbs from CNN in 2009. He's speaking to two Jesuit priests about immigration. And not too long after that, I think it was like 20 days after, his house got shot up after saying that on live TV. Like,
Damn.
and again, he was basically referring to Jesuitism because the whole time in that interview, the guys were dancing around answering questions, and they were double speaking, and just the hypocrisy in their statements. Say this and then go back on it, etc. That's what Lou Dobbs was pointing out when he said, well, you're a Jesuit, so what can I expect? I didn't get much information out of you. So, and you don't hear that type of stuff often. So, yeah, great find on that end. But yeah, that's that story. There's a few other things. So this one was a huge one in the media. Ghislaine, I just call her Ghislaine Asswell. Ghislaine
Yeah,
Asswell.
there's no cameras, there's no this whole trial, man. It was completely private, and I
Big cap.
understand because of it being a federal case. I mean, I understand that they're not allowed to supposedly have cameras or any kind of media outlets when it's a federal case, but still, I mean, it's just like, do we have any evidence that this is even taking place? No,
Well,
we
you know
don't.
what's crazy too is Zach actually was doing a stream a couple days ago, and it was about the Capitol insurrection. Or it wasn't a stream. He just posted a quick video, and I guess he was watching like a TV show or something, and how like they were talking about the Capitol insurrection, and it was showing like extra clips that were like edited onto the Capitol insurrection. I don't know if you guys caught the video. I don't know. It was some show on like Amazon or Netflix, and Zach was basically pointing out, like, look how they could edit this footage and manipulate what we could see. And like realistically, like right now, all we have is these court sketches for this case of Ghislaine. But again, we don't know what they can come out with later, to say the least, to maybe trick the masses. However,
Most definitely.
Jury finds her guilty of sex trafficking for a minor for Jeffrey Epstein and 4 other charges. The date numerology of December 29th, 2021 has date numerology of 82. Sex trafficking equals 82 and reverse full reduction. And convicted, and again, convicted having been declared guilty of a criminal offense by the verdict of a jury or the decision of a judge. Just for the definition to be clear, convicted equals 41, just like the day she was convicted. This whole court case has just been one big shamble
Right.
by the numbers. Her full name equals 152, just like what she's accused of doing, which equals 152. From the 2-year anniversary of Epstein's death to Ghislaine being found guilty, that's August 10th, 2021 to December 29th, 2021 is a span of 20 weeks and 1 day, just like 201. And mind you, the date that she was found guilty is December 29th. And again, a lot of us in this community said, like, be sure to look out for that day because it has the connection to the number 1229, which is the 201st prime number. Jeffrey Epstein, who this is all surrounding, he was born on January 20th, which is a date that can be written 20/1. And who's behind all this bullshit? The Jesuit Order, 201. So perfect there. And from am I pronouncing her name right? Is it Ghislaine? Like, it
Just
sounds like Ghislaine. Like, I'm
jizz
not gonna lie.
like you're
Yeah,
not to
yeah,
be
yeah,
nasty, but
yeah,
yeah, like you're
yeah,
just
yeah, 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 yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, again, these people are jokesters. Remember Anthony Weiner? He could have
That's what I'm
controlled his
saying.
wiener.
That's what I'm saying. And exactly, it's the troll here. That's why I said, like, ass well, like, come on, man. These people are sick. These people are sick, man.
Ghislaine. I don't. To be honest with you, I don't
Fuck it,
even
man.
know,
It's
man.
Ghislaine. It's Kabbalah
Ghislaine
Harris,
Maxwell.
Ghislaine. It's
Yeah,
all that.
Kabbalah Harris, Ghislaine, Anthony
Uh,
Weiner.
Anthony
Yeah,
Weiner,
and
man.
what was that dragon guy
Oh, yeah. Andrew
from that
Dragon or
Sandy
something?
Hick from that
Sandy
Sandy
Hick.
Sandy Hick Sandy
Yeah.
from
Some
Sandy
Sandy
Hook
Hicks. Just like,
from
come on,
Sandy
man.
Hook.
Don't do me
Um,
like that.
God damn, what the hell was the name of that firefighter? Something Patrick Dragon. That's who it is.
Patrick
Patrick
Dragon. Yeah.
Dragon. Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man,
Yeah. Yeah.
these names are pathetic, man.
100%. They're definitely just more play. I honestly, man, guys, they do it to, like, just test the waters. They're like, how, like, docile are people? Like, how, like, numb are people right now? Like, do people see it or do they not? And they're like, you know what, man? We're really trolling them. Like, they're spelling, like, again, Jizz Lane, like, Jizz Lane. I don't know. Like, it's just, it's
Jokesters, man.
it's fucked, man. The riddles that they do. One could say, are we looking too deep? But hey, at least we can verify and prove why we're making these statements. Whereas people who say we're looking too deep, they have
Anthony
nothing to
Weiner is
back up
not
that
looking too
statement.
deep though.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. But back to
Lane
the
Maxwell,
just
whatever her name is, man.
Asswell. It's Asswell from now on.
I
But
swear. Supposedly he could. You know what would be something, dude, if they come out and say that she committed suicide.
honestly, dude, we've
Did
heard
they announce
strange things.
her like how many years she's gonna get?
65, 65. He's facing up to, like, what, 65. And again, like,
She's
five,
not gonna
six,
face that.
65.
I
No,
doubt
of
it.
course, man. None of these court cases and these grand scale numbers. Again, it's
Wait,
all
wasn't she
energy
guilty
harvesting.
5 out of 6
Yeah,
charges?
yeah,
And
yeah.
she gets 65. The reflection? Are you kidding me?
Correct, exactly.
Oh
And
man.
even interesting too is just the phrase, like, Ghislaine Maxwell found guilty equals 401, and the date numerology equals 41, 12 plus
And her
29, just
verdict
like
came
convicted.
on, 12/29, like how 1229 is the 201st prime, right?
Yeah,
What's his
yeah.
name? Jeffrey Epstein, born on the 201st day of the year.
So look at this, and then you see the 22 connection between
Or
uh
my bad, not he wasn't born on the 201st day of the year. He was born on a date that can be written as 20/1. My bad.
oh shit, yeah.
I
I
had to
was
fix that
staring
real
at what
quick.
you said, so it sounded right to me because I was staring at it.
Right. No, I know what
No,
you mean.
that's good though.
I heard it back in my head. I'm like, wait a minute.
Good call.
Yeah.
Yep, this is what he meant, as you guys can see here.
I don't want people to come here and be like, okay, let me go check that and be like, see, this is all bullshit. They're just making
This is
shit up.
true. People look for the
That's why I try to
slightest.
catch myself.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Hmm. It's funny. It's funny how people's minds work and how quick
Yeah,
they're looking to dismiss things. Like some people
exactly.
come here strictly for that.
Yeah, the
Again,
like a
I
whole hour would be nothing but facts, but you fuck up for 1 second, boom.
hmm hmm And that's life in general, to be honest with you.
That's true.
Unfortunately, people always will, point out those flaws. They don't want to point out the facts and the good things and the correction. Or, you get me, you get me. But
Yeah,
anyways,
absolutely,
whole
absolutely.
other topic, unfortunately. But that's just the way it is, man. Human nature. But anyways, from Ghislaine's guilty verdict to what would have been Jeffrey's 69. I know, right? Her name is just like, come on, man. Like I feel
Ever
like it's
since
tainted.
I can't get it out of my head now.
It's
Ever
tainted,
since you
man. It's
said that,
tainted.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's a span of 22 days from what would have been his 69th birthday, Jeffries. And again, we've seen this number 22 in line with Satanic and Jesuits equals 22. And shout out Conspiracy, really good account, a lot of cool, information that she posts on her account. However, notice that sex trafficking equals 666, and something that she caught was the fact that on the chair you can see like it literally has like these
Mm,
scribbles that literally, you
mhm,
see it
mhm.
like, and again, it's just like, okay, let's say it was there and it's like, all right, well, yeah, okay, we get it, that's the evil number, blah blah blah. But like, what is she supposedly in court for? Sex trafficking. It's like, come on, man, look at it. Like the numbers and the way they play with it. Come on, you got to
Yeah,
be a
dude,
fool
I
to
I
deny this
highly
stuff.
doubt that's an accident.
Not at all, man. Not at all. And again, I always try to post these when I can, the four base ciphers, just as a reminder for people new. Um, and something else, I kind of carried on a little bit onto this one and posted something the other day after. And I made this the other day because I thought, you know what, it'd be cool to conceptualize this in this way because this is really what this whole thing is. And this is just one of the court sketches. And then I just added some commentary and I said, you think they'll ever, just as Ghislaine states, you think they'll ever figure out this whole thing was a distraction? And then as she speaks to her lawyer, relax, Ghislaine. Super Bowl 56 is just around the corner.
Dude, I
Don't
saw
forget this
this.
ever happened.
I no, this is facts straight up, man. I
Dude,
saw
this
this
is
and
the
I was
first
like,
thing
dude,
that came to my head. I was like, dude, it's a fact. Like, yeah,
this
exactly.
would be a perfect idea for like a comic book.
Right? I was thinking about it. I was like, yo, I might just like fuck around and just like fucking give commentary to
Just
these
like
things.
how
Just troll.
Or not Arturo Sosa, not Arturo Sosa, but what's his name?
Alberto Rivera in the
Alberto
comics.
Rivera. Yeah, just like how he did
JT
with the
chick.
comics. I
Yep.
really think that's what we need now, man. Because a lot of people they don't like to read it. They're more of
Yeah.
a visual type of pictures, like
You know, another thing too, man, is that I always thought about like people have a phobia of like numbers, man. Like a lot of people just don't like numbers. Like it's numbers
people
from
don't like math.
young. Exactly. And like I'll be honest, guys, like I'm not like a math head or like someone who's like A1 at math or something like that. But this is pretty simple stuff here, guys. And it's simple addition for the most part.
So,
And
somebody pointed out.
uh
Speaking of like math, I know this is a little off topic, but
no, no, no.
you know how we're on the first day of 2022. We just entered 2022. It's
Yeah, yeah,
funny how
yeah.
mandate in gematria sums to 22 in the most pure cipher. So that could possibly indicate what this year is gonna
A
look
lot
like.
more of the mandates dropping down the pipeline. Yeah. Well, yeah, as me and Neo were discussing before the live, I was giving them a little bit more clue into what it's like on my side of town in Canada. And guys, it's not too fun around here. There's a lot of those mandates. That's a fact. And they're getting really strict with how you can maneuver. And what sucks, guys, is like it's just like it's fucked up because people are bragging about doing stuff that they used to be able to do without having to show proof to do it. It's just wild, man. We live in a very dumb world right now, guys. Like people are getting there, what, and then they're holding it high and mighty, walking into these establishments, proudly showing their what, and it's just crazy, guys. We truly live in like a Truman Show. We live in a backwards world right now. The way they're the way they're manipulating the world around us, it's truly a stage, man. And they're setting the stage how they like it. So yeah, that's a good observation though. The mandate thing, mandate 22,
Hmm.
and the fact that, yeah, it's 2022. I also saw something else that someone said, like the year 2022 is basically 2020 part 2. And I was like,
That
interesting.
makes
That's a funny way
sense.
to like look
That
at it.
makes sense.
And again, guys, like obviously in 2020, it was the year where we discussed it last stream, like what year was better. Like obviously both years are pretty shit, and shit's only seems to be getting worse. But I mean,
Right.
better in the extent of like like what was more bearable, 2020 or 2021. And I don't know. I think we kind of had like some mixed feelings, I guess, in a way.
No, I mean, I think it is obvious that 2021 was better than 2022. I mean, both
Yeah,
years were shit,
ultimately,
but
exactly.
at least with 2021, there wasn't that many surprises. You know what I mean? You
Felt
kind
like
of
everybody
expected
kind
shit
of
to, yeah, you kind of expected the mandates, you kind of expected all the, all the shit, all the restrictions. But like with 2020, it's like, it's like boom out of nowhere. Everything
we
was good in 2019, and then within a day, like the whole world has just changed overnight, literally.
Yeah, drastic changes that, unfortunately, if people don't seem to take note of them, won't stop and will only get worse and worse. But continuing on to this quick decode here, someone else also pointed out that the verdict was reached in the 6th day of deliberations, and the jury was comprised of 6 men and 6 women. Sex trafficking equals 666. You guys saw the sketch, which I'm going to pull up again. You see it. Like, this is clearly what they're doing. They're giving us these. It's a cartoon. It's a straight narrative. Like, we are literally like looking at like a fucking cartoon. I don't know what else to say, honestly. At this point, it literally is a cartoon. And again, people are putting all their heart and soul into it. Sadly, man, there's a lot of people that are really, and again, I one thing that I made clear in this post, just so anybody listening to this live, you can go like check the comments and stuff because people wanted to, understand what I was trying to say. This is real. This is real.
Hmm.
What's happening? This is not. No one's here is saying. Me and Neo is not saying, "Oh, this part is fabricated." This is the real deal, unfortunately. However, this sketch shit. This is all these numerical trolls alongside of it, right? This is like you can't make this stuff up. This is I mean you can't make this stuff up, sorry. And this is what they are making up right here. But yeah, they're
Hmm.
definitely not making this stuff up, guys. This is happening, unfortunately. And this is something that gets swept under the rug quite often. This is a topic. Clearly, we understand why a topic like this would get swept under the rug because the people involved have their hands dipped in a lot of important things and they don't want to be seen or heard. And they don't plan on getting seen or heard. And that's why they'll put people like her in your face. And not even in your face, actually, because
Just
technically you
Lane
don't even see.
Maxwell.
Yeah, you don't even see her. You literally don't even see her because all you're seeing is court sketches. To me, that's just
Hmm.
sketchy. Hee hee.
It is.
It's being a troll. Anyways, I don't know if you guys heard about this. Neo, did you hear about this one?
I heard about this, man, but I didn't get a chance to decode it. So looking forward to hearing what you got.
Well, just typical sacrifice numbers.
Yep.
Mickey Mouse
Nothing
Club,
new.
straight up, nothing new, nothing new.
Yeah.
Um,
Same old, same old.
for real, it's so sad. Like it's so fucked up, but it's just like it is what it is. Like you know, you want to come here and say we're being disrespectful, man. Honestly, I feel like I've heard a lot of shit already, and it's funny because I like this community, man. One thing I'll say too is like we hold our own in this community, man. Like trolls try to come every now and then to the page and be like, oh, this is no value or this doesn't do anything and no one cares and etc.
And honestly,
But
some of them are not even trolls. Some of them are just flat out retarded.
yeah. I
Like
think
some
that's
of
more
them
than
are
fair
dead
to
ass
say.
just sheeps. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. And ultimately what I love about the community is that people respect the work that we do and that they do themselves because everybody in this community is usually like digging on their own. They're here because they're constantly digging and they want to like get more answers and question things, which is always great. And when people come into the community and say things along those lines, there's usually people that step up and they're like, "Then why you here?" You know what I mean? And it's I love to see it, man, because it's like before I even get to, reply, I'll go check, the comment and someone sunned that person. And and the community supports that person. So that's cool, man. That just shows people that, you can't come here and try to belittle what we're putting out because one, you have no facts to back your shitty statement saying that we're faking it because we have information directly in front of you. What do you have to
Hmm.
back your statement that we're
This is
faking it?
tangible evidence, man.
Tangible, man. Tangible.
Like, dude, I tried to show this shit to like a coworker, right? And he's very huge on sports, so I'm like, fuck it, let me start there, right?
Mm.
And again, huge Cowboys fan, and I showed him all the numbers with the Cowboys and why they're doing so good this year. And he actually bought it. He's like, "Wow, man! Like, there's no way that that's a coincidence." I showed him about the death of John Madden and how it was synced up with the Cowboys perfectly, and he understood. But at the same time, he's like, "Hey, so do you think the Cowboys are gonna win then?" Like, I'm like, dude, these
Mm.
people, you're worried about the Cowboys winning, whereas these people are literally
The
committing
heads
human
aren't.
sacrifice, and you're worried about if the Cowboys are going to win. That's just where people's heads are at, man. It's like it's either they're like so
Well,
immature for this,
well,
or I don't know, man.
and a lot of people, like, when you tell them this information, some people are like, can you make money off it, like, and like, I'm like, well, sure you can, but is that the first thing that you're looking for when you're looking for truth, is money? Like, you know what I mean?
That's the
Clearly you're
thing; they're
not
not
looking for
looking for
truth.
truth, though.
Exactly, that's
Yeah,
exactly it, guys.
what they're
There's a
looking for is just a shortcut. They're not looking for truth.
Exactly, man. Exactly. And hey, when you take shortcuts in these type of in this life, things might come around to bite you. But
Yeah, and like this guy, like
yeah,
he even told me, like, dude, I'm not. He told me like he's not into conspiracies like that. But when I
sure.
showed him this, he's like, I wouldn't call this a conspiracy because you're actually backing it up and proving it.
That's
Whereas a lot
exactly.
of
At least you can
conspiracy
recognize
theories,
that.
it's all just spectics. It's all just what they believe. There is no like solidified evidence. There's none of that. But with this, it's like you could back it up. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
you could
I
prove it.
think.
You could go out and prove it.
See,
That's the
guys,
beauty of gematria.
100%, man. And like, that's the thing about like choosing to speak out. I think like there's some um individuals that will post quote unquote truth information, but like they don't really have any information. They're more like, yeah, speculation and talking and literally theorizing, which could be interesting, but it's almost just like, where do you go from here when you hear that type of talk? um I like gematria and history because those are things that are tangible. You can go find a book and see the resource and see the timestamp and etc. And it has that information. You can look at gematria, use numbers, use dates that are solidified. So that's why this field of truth content is very fascinating to me, and I think a lot of us in this community, because we feel confident about it, because like literally we have something to be like, hey, I am going to tell you that this is what we believe in a community to see as a sacrifice, and here is why. And most of the time when the here is why part comes, it's a lot of he say, she say, this, and people are just like, what? And I'm not saying numbers is the easiest thing for these people to interpret as well, but when they see the numbers, it's a bit more like, if they have a brain on their head, at least somewhat of a brain, they're kind of like, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, she did die that day. And you can feel more comfortable sharing this information because you're like, hey, you have a leg to stand on here. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's why I like it,
Hey,
man.
real quick, man. Jay actually said if we could. He left a comment about the whole Queens shit. Not to go back, but here I found it. So he
Cool.
said the code phrase for the Queen's death is "London bride is down," which comes to 95, which is why I've been saying we could see uh some happen with her age at 95. So yeah, he's actually right. The
Mm.
it's called Operation London Bridge, but it's also known as the code phrase "London Bridge is down," and the term "London Bridge is
Mm.
down" sums to 95 in the most pure cipher. So go figure. Also,
London Bride or Bridge? Did you say
it's
Bride?
bridge. It's bridge. I
Oh,
think
okay.
he it was a typo, but yeah, it's
Okay.
London Bridge is down. Sums to
Sure.
95. And also, that day, the girl pointed out January 17th is a total span of 95 days from the Queen's next birthday as well. So, okay.
Mm.
And the bridge itself sums to 117, just like the date. Here, let me see.
And again, the
Yeah,
Queen is
bridge
born on
does
the
some 117.
112th day of the year, and Catholicism equals 112.
And
Jesuits
the
operate in
London Bridge
112
opened on March
countries.
17th, a total span of 36 days from the Queen's birthday. Bridge is also 36.
Hmm.
Okay. Wow.
IHS 36. This is
Mhm.
interesting, man. This is a great catch, Jay.
Yeah, great
This is
catch indeed.
we we can only try our best to stay in the loop as to how they can use these numerical rituals on these individuals. Because honestly, again, like numbers are a very interesting thing and how they can be used, and the world's their oyster, man. They the
Hey,
you just
this could also just be a ritual for the London Bridge in itself. Because
exactly you just
hasn't the London Bridge been like
there's but
predicted
there's
to a lot of theories
or is
about
it the
it?
Big Ben? Or is it the Big Ben?
It might be the Big Ben. Let
It
me
might
see.
be the Big Ben
I
Tower.
think
Because I know there's the
yeah,
Illuminati card game with
it's the
the
Big Ben. Yeah, I think it is the Big Ben. Never mind. But yeah, man, it's crazy, dude.
definitely, man,
It's
definitely.
crazy how they sync all this shit up. But
Um, so yeah, here let's jump back to this sacrifice ritual here. Um, Tiffany Hale from Mickey Mouse Club, dead at 46. Her first name Tiffany, 7346, just like sacrifice 7346, 46 like the age of her death. The date numerology for the news of her death is has 63 numerology. My apologies. Tiffany Hale equals 63 in both production ciphers. So how fitting, as she actually died on Christmas Day. So again, they held off the news for a couple days later, and you can see that Christmas and death equal 38 in their respective ciphers. From Tiffany's 46th to her death, July 30th, 2021 to December 25th, Christmas Day, is a span of 149 days, 149, the 35th prime number. Satan equals 35. And who's a big topic of discussion outside of Jesus on Christmas is Santa, which is like an anagram for Satan or
mhm.
Saturn worshiping, etc. So during Saturnalia. So very interesting. And again, Satan or Saturn in this case, where are these sacrifices going to? One could only question, but I think with the esoteric knowledge and where the fingers point, it seems like Saturn has very, very, important play in terms of these death rituals.
Most
So
definitely.
something worth thinking about all the time. But Mickey Mouse Club, the show that she's most she quote unquote, because I don't know if you guys can see the comments, but dude looks like a lady. And I can't lie, like when we look at some photos, I kind of agreed, man. I when I looked at them at first, I was like, jawline, a little funky, but anyways, Mickey Mouse Club 17784, the Jesuit Order 17784. You know who's behind this. Come on. It's the same culprits. Faustian bargain. I've been putting this here more often, and I think it's just like because people are like sacrifice. What do you mean? And da 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 da. Like again, the Faustian bargain is a very good example of understanding like a concept of a sacrifice, and how that works. So I think you guys get that. We've said it many times on the show. And also with this one, it was a multiple two-piece post with another story, the death of Jeff Dickerson, dead at the age of 44. He was an ESPN NFL reporter for the Chicago Bears. Dickerson equals 44, died of cancer equals 44, colon cancer to be specific, and he's dead at the age of 44. And it's interesting because, again, like, look at these two stories, right? We have this guy's surname, which equals 44, just like the age of his death. And then on the previous decode here for Tiffany, her first name equals 46, just like the age of her death. Yeah, I mean, so
Mhm.
like there's a lot of these interesting numerical patterns within these celebrity deaths, as you can see. And also you can see, because again, he's an NFL reporter, and again, we've discussed all the rituals coming alongside of Super Bowl 56, from his death to Super Bowl 56, 47 days, reporter 47, news 47. Very, very perfect, I guess. I don't know. It's just perfect, man. It's just perfect like usual. What, John Madden had the same connection as well? Or no, who was it that
Mhm.
had the 47? Yeah, it was him, right? Yeah, John Madden. So um NFL 4913, colon cancer 10349, just like 13 with the zero removed in numerology. And Jeff Dickerson, his full name equals 6273. Cancer equals 2635. 37, the reflections in the same ciphers. So just a quick little decode there. There was some more stuff that people pointed out in line with like ESPN, the coding behind ESPN, and the team that he was the reporter for. I didn't go too deep. I just kind of did a quick glance on that. But every time I see that 44, man, the amount of cancer and 44 stories are just like, oh my God, dude. Like that could be a book on its own. Just like 44 and cancer and death rituals, honestly.
Doesn't comedian equal 44 as well?
Yeah, yeah, I'm pretty sure comedian does equal
Yes,
44
comedian
because
equal 44 and
Tony Baker.
64. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. So again, we've seen that a lot. Nothing new. We already discussed the Betty situation, and we already discussed the what was it? Yes, the John death from that Jesuit historian. Oh yeah, sorry. This is what I wanted to show actually. I'm just looking at this book. I was watching Eric 777's page, and he was referencing this book, Jesuit Hollywood. Let me get to the title here. You guys should check this out. It's a good read so far. As you can see, I'm not too far in. I'm just checking this out. Sean Wilcock, Jesuit Hollywood, how the papacy and its Jesuits controlled Hollywood for decades and have continued to influence it ever since. So very interesting here. Worth checking out. Obviously, the title's quite self-explanatory, I'd say. Um, and this you could find on archive.org. Very good website. And shout out someone who follows the page. I think he's actually in this live chat. Um, he sent me because I totally forgot to even look on archive.org for Eric John Phelps book Vatican Assassins, and of course, luckily enough, archive.org, very dope website, has that book, and that's a very expensive book to get. It's like $700 or something like that on Amazon. As if they don't want anybody getting this type of information, it seems. But yeah, that's accessible on archive.org for those who want to check that out. So give me a second here, guys. There was a few things, other articles that I wanted to go through. I do just want to look through the chat as well. How you guys feeling? I hope everybody's good. Neil, how you feeling, bro?
Great, man.
Skirt. Good shit. Guys, again, it's the first live of 2022, man. Goddamn.
Yep.
And obviously, if you guys
2020
have
part 2.
noticed, yeah, facts. Facts. Hopefully not actually. Shit. No, I don't want to say facts. I don't want to bring this up forward. Yeah. But if you guys also notice something a little different about the stream overall is that we're obviously hosting it on my page again, right? And you guys know why for the ones who are late. Unfortunately, Neo's channel, got sacrificed for a little bit. It's in the
Yeah.
timeout, Denise said, I think, right?
Yeah, it's
Was
in
it?
the YouTube timeout.
Yeah, the YouTube timeout put him in the corner. He's being a bad
Yep.
boy, according to
Yeah.
YouTube's horrible, horrible guidelines. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Yeah, my man Chief, what are you saying here? Let me see.
Wait,
Yeah.
Gigi said she was deleted?
Why did you delete me? Who deleted who? Maybe she's talking to
Uh-oh.
someone else in the chat.
Maybe your moderators are going crazy. But
Oh man, guys, come on, Gigi, man, let Gigi live, man. She hanging around here. She always bringing in good
oh
contribution, man.
man. Yo, real quick, one of the breaking news right now. This is from TMZ as
Oh
well.
my God, another
Goldie,
88.
Goldie from the Mac, Max Julian, dead at 88. But here's what's funny.
Look at the rep
Look at
digits, man.
this. Max Julian, famous for his leading role in the Blaxploto. I'm not
Where's
even gonna try to pronounce that.
yeah, black exploitation. Yeah,
Blaxploitation film The
yeah.
Mac has died. The actor, writer, producer passed away on January 1st due to undisclosed circumstances.
I bet you they're
This,
just
according
gonna.
to his PR team. But guess what? He died on his fucking birthday.
Oh, come on,
Today's his
man.
birthday, dude.
Come on, 1/1, 88. Like again,
And look,
master numbers
no,
on
no,
his
no.
birthday.
Look at this. Look at this. Max, his first name in Gematria.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. One
Boom.
slash one. Just like his fucking birthday, man. Come on, dude.
And
Like
he's dead on his birthday.
and
Today's his
38
birthday,
too.
man.
And again, like
It is.
come on, man. Come on. Come on. Come on. And again, we 88, man. 88. Very interesting.
Yeah, 88. We just got done talking
And
about the
what
88.
was it? Undisclosed circumstances.
Pretty much unknown.
What will we hear, guys? What will we hear? I wouldn't be surprised.
Suicide
Hear the 88 though.
or natural
Natural
causes? Natural
causes,
causes, yeah.
or the word that starts with a P that is
No
involved
cause
in the
of death,
Jesuits'
man. This is
oath.
what's
That
funny
poisonous
is
cup.
Google has his age at 77. What the hell? That's how does okay.
Some more number play with the
Okay, Google has his dude. What the fuck is going on? Google has his birthday as July. They don't even have a date, just the month of July, 1933.
yeah.
He died today. They can confirm that, but TMZ says he died on his birthday.
Hmm.
Um, where did I see that at? Yeah, here it is. Max Julian at 88, the Max star passes away on his birthday. And you see, like on here it says born January 1st. But then it says 1945 on here. Wikipedia says 1933. All the articles say 88. Google says 77. Dude, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
It's honestly, man, like they're honestly probably just like formulating the story further as we speak right now.
I mean, how can the month, the date, the year, the age, how can all that be fucked up? It doesn't
But
make any sense.
hey, remember, people don't look at shit. They just read the headline.
That's
They're like,
true.
"Oh my god,
Yep.
R.I.P. This is so sad.
Yep.
This is just horrible. We ended the year with a death. Now we're starting the year with deaths. Oh, the world is just so bad. My energy is just so low."
No one is
I'm
even
so,
gonna care about his death, dude.
I know, truthfully, like he's not. Unfortunately, R.I.P. Respectfully to this individual,
Unless
but
it's a, but you know what's funny? Like all these people, like when a rapper dies, right? Like a lot of people come to this work. Like when the Travis Scott incident happened, so many people, come
yeah.
running down here, right? But
Hmm.
then like nothing happens. Like they don't care about any other
I
deaths.
know. Oh, okay. You know what? That's a great point. I'm really glad that you brought that up, guys. Something that's unfortunate that I know Neo suffers with, and honestly, all of us who do this work we suffer with is there's like we're trying to stack evidence with these rituals and exposing these scenarios and these numerical rituals. However, when there's a story, at times we put in some work, and
Hmm.
we put out the decode, and it's about maybe a slightly older individual, a 50-year-old or someone that's not as
Nobody
popular,
cares.
and no one cares. You don't get much support, or likes or double taps or whatever
Yep.
comments, but people always seem to run when Young Dolph or Drakeo and etc.
Oh man.
And to an extent I understand, only because
You
it's
do
more
you
in
you do a
line.
decode on rappers or like celebrities like these A class celebrities or like athletes, boy.
Yeah,
Boy, your views will skyrocket immediately. But you do
correct.
like a
Like this
shooting
Matt guy,
or like yeah, this Mac guy, nobody cares.
no one cares, but
Nobody
it's clear
cares.
ritual. Like you're just, and it's unfortunate because again, if we want to grow this work, we need to support it on all levels, even the stories that might not be as interesting to you, just because this might help it get reach to someone that is interested in it. And the more people who could see it, the better. Ultimately,
Well,
that's
like my whole thing is like, okay, fuck it. Like, let's say people are more interested in like celebrity deaths, like Young Dolph, the whole Travis Scott incident.
sure
Okay, cool. Like, let's say that is the case, right? But like, people come here, new people come here, but then like
nothing changes in
the
their
yeah,
mentality.
nothing changes in the community. Like people, yeah, you might
They
have a
still,
few extra 100 subscribers, but I mean
yeah,
that's it. Like the
yeah.
word it doesn't like Gematria never becomes trending,
You know what's
and that's
unfortunate?
the problem.
I think it's because people again just find it, and even though again it just all it takes is a few moments to look into to understand what it really is. I mean, again, it's going to take time, but at the same time, it doesn't take as much time as one thinks. And unfortunately, I guess it just like seems too esoteric. Not a stretch. It's not that it's a stretch at all, guys. It's just too esoteric.
Well,
Truthfully, it's like too. It's like so like it's to them, not to us, but to them, it's like you're like oh that's like you're deep, like you're looking at it from a different level, like like I don't go there, like that's a level of I'm uncertainty. It's like well you haven't looked at it,
I mean, it's not that hard though. I mean, all
I
you're
know.
doing is just addition. Like, I mean, Don't you learn that in elementary school? What's so esoteric about
You
that?
know what's funny, man? I was using a label maker, and I pointed out to someone. I was like, "Hey, look! If you look at the label maker, like it practically has the English ordinal on it because the like when you're
Yeah.
pressing A, it's one, B is two, C is three,
Yes.
D is four. So I'm like, look at that! Like they've always been doing this. They've showed us
Dude,
examples of
they
this.
even tell you, like, have you seen that
Eh,
clip I uploaded from the History Channel? I was watching a documentary, and one of the have you seen it? He talks about the 13.
I have. That'd be a good clip to show too. Yeah.
Here, perfect, man. Let's show it real quick then, if that's the case, because I had uploaded this on my main channel. Let's see if I can find it. It's only like
Nice.
not even a minute long, man. Hold on. Okay.
Yeah, Jay, definitely when it comes to the Golden Gate Bridge and the Betty White thing, there definitely seems to be some more correlations there for sure. With the 81 Golden Gate Bridge equals 81. And yeah, the Golden Girls and the Golden Gate. Like, there's a few connections that I've seen that seem a little interesting to me. I won't lie. But then there's other ones that seem more convincing. And obviously, that's a huge landmark. So there could be something happening with that down the pipeline for sure. And
So,
maybe Betty might be tied to it.
she could be. I mean, again, they love to sync all this shit up, so I wouldn't be
hmm
surprised.
I mean, with her career in Hollywood, like she's definitely held her career down for quite a long time. She's obviously been through the ropes, if you get me.
Absolutely. This is the video, real quick. I'm gonna play it real fast.
Cool.
Talking about the put down of the Knights Templar on Friday the 13th. If A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, what number is M?
13.
13. Do you think there's a coincidence there that they were put down on Friday the 13th? There's more. How many original colonies did we have in the United States?
13.
13. How many red and white stripes do we have on our flag?
13.
Let me show you something else. You ever look carefully on the back of a $1 bill? Look here. If you count the number of stones levels in the pyramid, 13. You count the number of stars above the eagle's head, 13. 13 stripes, 13 arrows, 13 leaves, 13 letters in E pluribus unum. It's all over the back of the dollar bill. Why is the question? Because of this. Because of Mary Magdalene and Jesus and their marriage. This sacred bloodline story has been kept alive through symbolism, starting with the Templars, weaving all the way into the Freemasons. It's all over our country, and it's all over here in France. But
So yeah, man. Again, they tell you that there is a thing with numbers.
Yeah, yeah,
He even
exactly.
pointed it out right there. If A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, what is M?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And all over, and he says, like, from Rome or from France to like their
Hmm.
country,
Hmm.
being, I'm sure he's referring to America.
Yep.
Romerica shall it be named, and
Might as well be.
and France, we know the
Might
Jesuit
as well
connection
be,
there.
man.
So guys, another interesting article. Now just kind of dive into that stage of the show where we kind of go through some interesting articles throughout the week. And we discuss what we've seen outside of the numbers, just serious, real deal, like what the fuck is this type news? And look at
that's
this.
that's every day, man. That is every day.
That's true. Serious, real deal, what the fuck type of this news. It's a long
If
one,
I
but
go to
yeah.
CNN right now, there's so many articles just like that.
Look at this, guys. A 62-year-old paralyzed man sent out his first tweet with brain chip. So look at this. A 62-year-old Australian man paralyzed following his diagnosis with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS, has become the first individual to send out a message on social media using a brain computer interface. And brain computer interfaces, BCI, are the next big thing in technology, while some people like Elon Musk want to use it to enhance human experiences as early as next year. Others, such as Synchron, whose interface helped Australian Philip O'Keefe send out his first tweet, want to develop it as a prosthesis for paralysis and treat other neurological diseases such as Parkinson's disease in the future, the company said in a press release. So look, guys, here's my thing off top is one, you can clearly see how they're trying to merge this stuff with the chip inside of us. But you notice how they're doing it, man. They're smart, man. These people are smart. The way they do it is they do it like this: a paralyzed man. Right? So they get you at your heartstrings. They're like, look how this technology can help you if you just let us put
Yes,
it in you. Just
sir.
give us your vulnerable, disabled people and we'll put it in them and we'll
And that's
save
how
them.
people buy in.
Exactly. And that's all they need to do, guys. They always find an in. The Jesuits know, man. They know how to play with people's their emotional intelligence is through the roof. To say the least. They know how the psychology of the mind works, and they play to that to the fullest extent when they have an agenda and want to push it. So definitely we're checking out this article. Like, what do you guys think of that, man? What do you think of that? That's how I think they're doing it. What do you think?
No, yeah, absolutely. That is absolutely what they're doing, man. I mean, it's so obvious. Like they're trying to sell it to you as like convenience. Like for example, with this whole
Mm-hmm.
5G shit, right?
Exactly.
You're able to download like a 4K movie in like under a minute, whereas before it was like I guess what 5-10 minutes. Okay, but like, dude, you're
What does that
sacrificing.
matter?
Yeah,
Yeah. You
yeah.
know what that does? Honestly, it just further goes to show how like fucking impatient we are because it's just like, oh, quick, fast, quick, fast. We've discussed this
Oh
several
yeah.
times on the live,
Oh
guys. Like
yeah. This society has low attention span, very
very
low.
low, right?
Yeah,
This is about a
absolutely.
man, yeah, who was able to make his first text with a brain chip. He was disabled. Yep, yep.
And honestly, bro, like it's so obvious to see that how much of a low attention span that this society has just based off its culture. Just look at the music, look at the movies, look at the any form of pop culture. If you just look at today's society, everything is trash. The music is trash. If you look at specifically hip hop, I can only speak for hip hop. It's like
Sure.
all these artists are just
Rock's the same thing. Rock's the
rushing
same
out
thing.
shit just to get it to sell. They don't give a fuck
Hmm.
about the art. They're not
Hmm.
taking their time to write their lyrics. It's all just quick, 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 quick.
Hmm. Hmm.
And
And
yeah,
look,
the work is garbage, man.
yeah, yeah, exactly, man. And it's so sad how they use that, pulling on heartstrings just as usual. It always works to get people to buy into something. I mean, just like how they're doing now with the Jabberino. But Pokemon says tweet using your thoughts, but no cure for cancer. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like, look where we're going with technology, and look where we haven't gone, or maybe we have, and they're not letting us know. So
Yeah,
another,
the technology that they give us is probably like wait
yeah,
years, if not decades, behind
yeah.
from what they have. So
And in today's or sorry, in light of some strange news, here's some more really strange news. Let's check this out here. Let me pull this up. A lot of fucking ads on this site. God damn. Fucking battling, pop-ups left and right. Like what type of site is
Shai
this?
says cures don't generate money. Yep,
Yeah,
exactly.
bam. There it is, Shy. Say less. That's exact. No, say more, actually. Say more, because that's what it is. A lickable screen that can imitate flavors is in development.
Oh my gosh, dude! I am
Y'all hear
so
about
glad you
this?
brought this shit up, man. I
Y'all hear
heard
about
about this
this?
shit, dude. I thought this
Yeah,
was a
let's go
joke,
for it.
man.
I'm just gonna zip through this. So,
Yeah, that's right,
so you
dude.
guys ready for this? You're gonna see people on their phone. Just okay. Here. Here's what I just thought about
You
just now.
gotta
You
play
already
this, man.
see
You gotta play this.
you already see people honestly, I think it's just music and subtitles because it's in like Japanese, so I'll just play it in the background. But you already see people kissing with a mask on. Have you guys seen that yet? Dog, I've seen people
I
kissing with
was
a mask
just
on,
watching.
and I was
Were
like,
you
God
watching? Well,
damn.
you guys probably weren't watching it. But for those who live in the U.S., if you guys were watching the New York New Year's Eve celebration shit, like right when the countdown hit, dude, these people were
The
making out with
fuck,
their mask on, bro. They didn't even
dude,
take
it's
off their
gnarly, bro.
mask.
Bro, these
I'm
people
like,
are
what
wilding,
the
bro.
fuck? Yeah, I
And
see it, man. He's over here using an artificial tongue to lick.
no, this is some wild shit right here, man. They're on
This
something
is
that, like, bro, this is for the metaverse, guys, because you're never gonna leave your house. You're literally just gonna literally like eat your TV. Like, uh, we're heading into some weirder times right now, man. Like, and they're selling it as this weird convenience, and people are just gonna
wait.
fall
So
right into this
okay,
lab.
what exactly is the purpose of this?
Can't lie, it's kind of describing it at the bottom and like the captions. But sorry, did you say what's the purpose?
Yeah, like what it like I don't get this. What is this
Well,
for?
so food and fantasy can be such an odd evocavity. Ecotivid, what? I don't even know how to say that word, but part of the overall experience, especially in video games, just like movies and books, it could serve as just a small garnish, adding to the overall build of the world by showing us what people who actually live in the world would eat. So, I mean, further, essentially, this technology is just here to be used to provide that sensation of, getting closer to
Oh
what you can
my
have through your
gosh.
screen. And you can already see where this can get really weird in,
Absolutely.
on certain
So
websites.
is essentially you can satisfy your taste buds without
Yeah.
actually eating anything. Is that am I right?
Yeah, exactly.
So
Exactly.
okay, I can already see how they're gonna push this. They're gonna say, "Hey, look, for all those who are overweight, who for all those who are on a diet, you could still satisfy your cravings without actually consuming anything."
Yeah. This is
You see
just
what I mean?
again like the stuff that we're going towards, and like these are supposed to be advancements towards like a better society. Like what is this promoting that's like
This is fucking
beneficial to
nuts,
the world?
dude.
What
A
is
lickable
beneficial about
screen.
this?
Yeah, there's nothing beneficial about this.
Like I don't like what type of short temporary gratification would you get from doing this weird act? One, who wants to do this? It's just unsanitary. And we're in a time where we're supposed to be extra sanitary too. Fuck, I just realized my mic was kind of up, so I don't know if you guys were hearing me well.
Yeah, no, it's
Um
good.
cool.
But
Yeah, like we're in a time where we're supposed to be extra sanitary, and now you have people licking their screens, kissing with diapers on. Shit's weird, man. Shit's fucking weird, bro. Like shit is
no, I
so
mean,
weird
dude,
these days,
I
man.
saw that yesterday and I was like, you gotta be fucking
Bro,
kidding.
I seen it
Are
in
these
real
people?
life. Like it's just like in my face. I'm like, oh my god, this shit is just like too mask. I'm like, oh, that's so nasty. Y'all got fucking breath, sweat, and fucking. Oh man, this is
Yeah,
just
dude,
stupid.
this is pathetic, man. Lickable screens, man. So this is where we're at, huh?
This is where we're at for sure. And you got this little loser on the side in the ads.
So you could pretty much program the
Moshadena.
the screen to put up whatever
Evocative.
flavor, whatever like ice cream, pizza, burger, whatever flavor you want to
Sure.
crave,
Whatever to
and
your
it'll
liking, man.
and all you got to do is just lick the screen, and boom, your taste buds are satisfied. This is like a drug, literally.
Yeah, it seems like here, like, it gets a bit more into depth with the way the tech works, I guess. Where was it here? Hygienic film that rolls over the screen, ready for licking. Interesting. So it's like a screen that, like, I guess is overlaid on the screen itself.
I
And
guarantee you, dude. The first way they're gonna try to push this is for those who are on a diet. Guaranteed, bro.
yeah,
That's the
very much,
easiest way. Because I mean, think about it.
very
You could
much.
promote this and sell this as saying like, hey, like for those who are
You're
on a
getting a
diet or for
craving.
those who are vegan, there you go. You can also use that. Like how vegans they can't eat meat or any kind of dairy products.
Yeah, yeah,
They can
yeah. You're so
program
right, man.
they can program this fucking screen to have a meat flavor or any kind of dairy flavor. All they got to do is just lick the fucking screen and boom. You
Taste
know
your TV.
that is
Us.
insane, dude.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Look how stupid they look.
Bro, she looks like a robot, like bowing down to the screen. The Black Mirror, like, okay, I love you, Black Mirror. I kiss you.
Dude,
I
talk
lick you.
about Black Mirror, man.
Bro, they moving different out there, man. With the look at this shit. This kind of what the fuck is this? This looks like some. Yo, I can't lie. This picture is kind of trippy. For a quick second, it almost
Yeah, it
looks like
looks like a
the
gathering,
people.
like yeah,
Yeah,
at a
like
table or something, right?
yeah, exactly. I was kind of tripping for a sec. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, man, look at
Dude.
that. Like create the sensation of what milk chocolate, it's I don't know, man. I don't know. This is just some weird stuff. We won't spend too much time on that. But you guys see it. Some more what the fuck is this news? And in light of that, here's an article that's kind of old. I follow this chick on Instagram, and she also has a YouTube. Some of you guys may have heard of her. The real what's her face? Let me see if I can pull her up. She has a good YouTube channel. Um, what's her face? I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you guys heard of this page. Um, I think she's from Canada, which is cool. Um,
What's her face?
but yeah, she actually posts like some pretty interesting content. I think she's kind of moved towards like Patreon because she was having a hard time on YouTube. She was getting some good views, but she was having a harder time, I guess, with the censorship and what she's trying to talk about. However, she posted this article on her Instagram in the stories, and it made me go look into it. And this was from September 17th from the Atlantic, and it states that as early on in the pandy as months ago, that parents were admittedly, lying to get their kids the poke. And this is this is crazy, man. Like, parents are lying to get their little kids poked up. It's
Mhm.
surprisingly easy to get unauthorized C19 pokes for 10 and 11-year-olds who can pass for 12. Right? Like, guys, this is crazy, man. Like, this is skewing data, man. Like, and this is something that they just sweep under the rug, kind of like, well, like, it's for the better, it's for the greater good. That's what this type of shit is. It's for the greater good, man. For the greater good of what? For what common good?
That
For the
that's how they try to sell everything, man. It's
everything
for
is under
your
the guise of the greater
safety.
good.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly,
Hey, Pope
exactly.
Francis said it himself. Getting the poke is an act of love. Act of love. Pope Francis. Right.
What a fucking clown.
Right. Like, why? Why is it that whatever this man, again, I don't know why people can't connect the dots. Like, especially there's people that are, like, big into religion and history and
You
etc.
know what
And they
else
can't connect
is?
certain dots.
Yeah, I was just about to say that, man. I'm like, dude, why the fuck do we even know about Pope Francis?
Yeah, it's like this is so clear that they're
Like,
the
do you know
richest
about the,
religious
the
entity.
leader of Islam? No, you don't know about the leader of Islam. The leader of Islam does not get as
Yeah.
much attention as the
They don't
Pope.
talk about the Grand Imam of
Yeah, you
Egypt,
don't
who's
talk
a
about
friend of the Pope.
the leader of Buddhas or Hindus. Like, no, it's like, who the fuck gives a fuck about what Pope
And all
Francis
the
thinks?
and all the world leaders are literally bowing to kiss his ring, like they state in history they would, and they
Exactly.
have a lot. Like,
It's
we see
just
it day
so
to day.
obvious that these guys are running shit, man. Like like they're in your face, man. Like it's
Right?
so clear.
Again, act of love to get the poke,
You
and
remember when Kabbalah Harris said?
yes,
She
the
said about
biblical
love thy neighbor, and she tried to pull up some Bible verses. Man,
yes,
it's crazy, dude.
quotes Bible. Yeah, 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 yeah. Here, let's see if we can run this clip. Uh, Yeah, let's run this up real quick because this is a funny one. Actually, this looks like a little bit of a different one than the one I showed last time. She
Kabbalah
was at like a
Harris.
conference, but yeah, Kamala Harris. Let's hear what she's got to say real quick. It's only like 26 seconds.
Vaccinated, the act of administering the vaccinations, well, these acts are the very essence of what the Bible and so many faiths tell us about the importance of our role and our power when we say love thy neighbor. And I truly believe in the power of that.
Yo, I like, you don't believe in nothing, man. Come on, look at her face. She don't believe in shit.
Okay,
She literally don't believe.
love thy neighbor,
And what do we just see?
but yet, let's open up a McDonald's. Yeah, love thy neighbor.
But it's just like, look at how they all follow the same manuscript from the
Just
big
so
boss.
fucking bullshit,
And
dude.
I act
Love
of
thy
love,
neighbor, but
love
let's sell
thyself.
cigarettes. Let's sell alcohol,
Yeah, exactly.
but
Let's
love thy
promote.
neighbor.
You
All
know,
right.
the contradictory stuff that this man says. The other day, Mr. Pope Francis said that the sins of the flesh are not that serious in regards to a cardinal who was like involved in like a sexual scandal. And basically, he was saying like, oh, God states that, like, sex before marriage and this is not such of a serious sin. And I'm like, yo, these guys act and believe they're God, and they speak for God. These guys don't speak for the God that you might think in your head. And that should just be clear, man. Like, that should be so clear. History has literally stated how the Catholic Church is behind so many of the
And
worst atrocities
exactly.
ever. It's not
Doesn't
even hidden.
bro? Doesn't the Pope say that you cannot reach heaven or God with unless it's through him?
Don't quote me, but I mean, I feel like I've heard
Or
something along those
something along
lines.
those lines, like
He did say
what it
this. He
hold on,
said
let me
this.
see if
He
I can
said
try
to
to
believe
find it.
into Jesus is to believe in him. He recently said that on November 3rd too. Believe in Jesus is to believe in him. That was on Vatican News. Let's see here. It was November 3rd. I don't know if this is exactly what you're referencing, but Pope at audience. Believing in Jesus means following him. I mean, that's truthfully along the lines of what you're kind of paraphrasing. Again, and he's supposed to be the vicar of Christ. The the bridge between that world and this world. But you got to question what world. And the imagery inside of this building here, the architecture is very interesting. A lot of people have pointed out almost like this reptilian sort of look within this building here. So very interesting. But yeah, guys, again, like look at this stuff. This is something here that's totally should be blown up and talked about, amongst the people who are taking this thing. But again, what happens is the second people put this into their arm, it's like, brain is just, you get me. Like, I'm trying to dance, but tell it how it is at the same time around what we're saying. Because unfortunately, we had a poor experience with the last show. And that was the last show of 2021. Wouldn't want that same thing to happen to the first show of 2022. You get me? So, but give me a second here. I have something else that I wanted to show. And how's everybody doing, man? We're about 2 hours in. I think I have a few more things to show, and then I think Neo, if you have anything, please let me know, man. Let me know.
Absolutely.
Hold up. I'm just gonna. There was
I'm
another
just trying to
interesting one.
find this whole Pope shit because I know in like Catholicism, it's like the Pope.
Look at this. Look at this while you're looking. I'm gonna pull it up. So in light, good to hear it, Jacozy. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate the update, man. Where am I at here? Boom, 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 boom. Look at this. Does Omicron variant mean Utahns? I've never referred to them as that. People of Utah will need a fourth C-19 shot. Weren't we just hearing that from Israel? And wasn't this something that was a conspiracy? It would stop after one from the J&J or just two? Oh, don't be a fool.
Yep, that's what they say, man.
Guys,
It's all just a conspiracy.
oh, and fourth is a low number according to the Netherlands. The Netherlands is on a whole new wave. Let me see if I can find it here. Shit, I'm pretty sure I saved it somewhere. Where are you here? Let me pull it up. The Netherlands, guys. Neo, I think you even posted this on your Twitter. Netherlands,
Oh, yeah, that's right. I did.
yeah, look at this. Netherlands announces plan to give people up to 6 of the C-19 pokes. This little thing right there. This little
Across, I'm
thing.
gonna
Look at
check
it.
it out, man. Across DM'd you on Twitter. All right, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna go on my Twitter right now, but yeah, my bad. Not to cut you off. Go ahead.
No. It's all good, man. It's all good. It's just look at this, guys. Like we're going from 1 to 2 to 3 to already before people have even gotten their third, they're talking about the fourth. And then in other parts of the world, they're like, hey, let's just make it this. Like how far are we gonna go, people? Like, how far are people just gonna stand here and look at her like this? Like, thank you so much for saving my life. I don't know how long people could bear this, but it seems like some people are okay with the new normal, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what's going on in everybody's head, but doesn't seem like there's a lot going on there. And also, another interesting topic in line with with Rona is the fact that, oh my god damn, you see those ads, man? This shit's
Jay
vicious.
says, "Do you guys know about the song London Bridge is Falling?" The song London Bridge is Falling was made by the Countdown Kids, which is funny because of counting down with bombs and explosions and all this speculation about bridges being blown up. And the song title London Bridge is Falling Down sums to 129, explosion 129, countdown 129, 95 in letters sums to 129. And of course, we just had 129 ritual take place in the Countdown terror attack recently. Yup, indeed. Indeed, look at man, Jay's over here doing great work, man.
That was
If you
fire.
guys are
Yeah, that
not
was very
subscribed
consistent. Yeah,
to
yeah, well, yeah.
Jay with Open Eyes 4, make sure you guys go subscribe to him, please.
Actually, Jay put out some music as well.
Indeed.
As 4, right? Let's see. Guys, go check
But
out Jay's
but
channel.
nah, man, I didn't know about this London Bridge is
I didn't know
falling
about
down
this.
song. The
I did not know about
Countdown
this.
Kids.
Jay,
Not
did you
even
post
familiar with this.
you music on your channel here? or is it on Spotify
I think it's on
or Apple
Spotify and
Music?
Apple Music. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, guys, be sure to check this out regardless. Check out his work because obviously you can see he's always dropping some gems. Um, it's crazy, man. It's crazy how that seems very interesting, man. There's a lot of good connections there. A lot of good connections there. But again, just back to these like these ridiculous where is it? These ridiculous headlines that they're pumping out and how they're just full changing this narrative. What did a lot of people say Rona was in the first place? It was
Israel
this
reports first case of what?
yes, flu Rona,
Dude,
rare
this is a
double infection
joke.
of COVID and
What
influenza.
the fuck, dude?
Like, where are we going with this? And it's just again, us even questioning that is bad.
Oh my
We're just
gosh,
asking
dude.
a valid question. Like, what is happening? Like, how are we trying to get rid of the FLU to replace it with the RONA? Like, what's going on?
Rona, rare double infection of COVID and influenza.
Or was
You
it
gotta be
always just
fucking
this?
kidding me, man.
And they're just adding this to
Well,
justify
here, just to prove your point. Let me see if I can try to find it. They said here. Let me see. Flu. Uh,
rare mixture of two diseases. Like it's just I saw this and like someone posted this and I just laughed. I'm like, man. Like, and you show people and they don't even want to see it. They're like, oh, I'm just so sick of this news. Like, I just want to be over this. I'm like, well, by running up to get your third and your fourth is not going to make this over. You can't comply your way out of tyranny. That is just what it is. It's never
look,
worked.
look at this. Look here. Let me share my screen real fast.
Please
This is
do.
from New York,
It equals 33,
NBC.
Wealthy Vision.
Flu is making a comeback in US after an unusual year off. This is from about like 5 days ago. This is from December 27, right? It reads the US flu season has arrived on schedule, as if they
Mhm. Yeah, they planned it. Yeah.
right,
Oh yeah,
right.
yeah.
The
You're
US
right.
flu season has arrived on schedule after taking a year off, or really it takes year. Again, this is some shit you tell to a little child. Really? The
Exactly.
flu took a year off?
Well, again, it's just, man. See, they gonna.
And then
It's
they
just so
say, and then they
stupid, man.
say, and then they say, well, that's because the reason why the flu cases are down is because people are social distancing and wearing their mask. Well, if that's the
Yeah.
case, how's COVID cases up?
Every look.
If
Oh
you're going to
man.
use that logic on the cold and the flu, then how is COVID cases up?
Uh oh. Medical misinformation alert.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch my mouth. I don't want to get your channel suspended too. I
No
shouldn't have said
man.
that. YouTube, I'm just
I
joking. Make sure everybody
it's
go out and
just.
get your vaccine. You know, listen to Bill Gates. He's an expert, although he has no college degree. He knows what he's talking about. He would never lie to us. And
uh,
support Pfizer, the greatest
uh,
company, the greatest pharmaceutical company on planet Earth.
uh, Eh? Eh. It's just so crazy, man. It's so unfortunate, guys. Again, and all of us in like Chicozy, Jay with open eyes, shy, like all you guys have experienced your form of shadow banning and censorship while your journey along actually trying to share information. You're like, oh my God, my post got deleted, or oh, this. And it's like, that's when it hits you even more. You're just like, man, you really can't say much. Like, you know, and if you can say anything, it's like they block the views or something. And it's like, it just seems like there's always a hurdle that they're putting in front of us. But why would they put a hurdle in front of us if the information was useless? Clearly, it must mean something if they want to prevent it. So, hey, keep sharing. Um, yeah, flu Rona, kissing with diapers, lickable screens, parents lying to get kids jabbed. When
It's
will the madness
pathetic,
stop?
man. It's just
Mixing
it's
of
so pathetic,
influenzas.
dude.
Betty White, 99 on the last day of 2021 in connection, 38 weeks from Prince Philip, who also died on 99 day of the year at the age of 99 on Friday, which equals 99, like Betty White. How much bullshit will the people stand for? Seems like a lot. And unfortunately, it seems like people don't know that they're being fed bullshit, so they
I
will
mean,
continue
I
to
don't
stand
get
for it.
how you don't know you're being fed bullshit when you hear shit like the U.S. flu season has arrived on schedule after taking a year off.
That's
I
hilarious,
mean,
man. It's just like a year
after
off.
taking a year off, oh, he really went on vacation for a year and now it's back.
Dead ass, like a year off, just like it went on vacay to the Maldives. It just chilled out, it had some martinis, it, hung out with
And
other
hold on, I
influencers.
really gotta say this, right? I really gotta say this, right? So supposedly, what if you ask this to somebody, they're gonna say, well, the reason why the flu is down is because of, again, masks and social distancing. But how is it back this year then? Because people are still wearing masks and social distancing.
And
Plus,
poked
they're
up.
vaccinated.
Yep.
Exactly. So how do you explain
Very
that?
valid questions. And you know what, guys? Definitely take your times to look through your local city and state or province uh COVID-19 data banks, because you'll find a lot of interesting data that will almost seem as if it goes completely against the narrative and the headlines that they promote. So again, I'm trying to be a little careful around my words. But check out, like, again, I'm in Ontario, so I would go check out ontario.ca/COVID cases, and I could look up the numbers and I could see a lot of information. And you, you don't need to be a scientist to simply read some of these stats to see that the severity of what they're saying, we need to 6 feet apart for, and double diaper up and triple pokerino up and whatever. It's just not the case if you look at the numbers, is what I'm trying to get at. So check your data banks, because again, it's more ammo for you when you're in a discussion, or your back might be pushed against the wall because someone thinks they have you on a point. Oh, dude, you're a conspiracy theorist. I was like, what conspiracy? Let's pull up the numbers. If you don't want to talk gematria numbers, let's talk data numbers then.
Hmm.
Like you really got to pull out all ropes if you're taking this avenue of truth, because people will try to test you, unfortunately, right?
Indeed, 100%, man.
um Yeah, it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. I think there was maybe one more thing that I was gonna show. Let me
Please.
just see it. It's oh yeah, it's just an interesting headline from the Jesuit Review. And it stated, I'll pull it up right here. Where it at though?
Wealthy says,
Boom, boom, boom.
if you all are interested, I saw a video from a doctor disputing the jabs. Yeah, probably won't be able
Pokes.
to pull it up on here, but
You can share it in the chat so people can.
Dr. Dan Stock from Indiana. If you guys want to go check that
I feel
out,
like I've heard that name. I feel like that name was popping up. It
he
sounds
goes
familiar.
in on the CDC and Indiana State Board of Health.
Yeah, Indiana. Yeah. He was viral for something recently. Yeah. Like, go obviously with that narrative going against it. Yeah. Well, definitely link it in the chat so people can get access to that. Again, unfortunately, it's not that we want to. Again, people just understand, truthfully understand. Have to be a little cautious about how we say things due to this motherfucker wanting to censor the whole internet and ultimately the whole world and put us back into the Middle Ages. And we don't want to do that, but it's hard to get to get view counts and to get people to come to your channel, and it takes time to build that, and to lose it is not effective. It's working backwards, so we have to get out the truth without burning ourselves, right? So just remember that, people, keep that in mind. um Pope Francis states that there's an action-packed agenda for 2022. And what date was this released? December 29th, 12/29. Like 1229, the 201st prime. Jorge Mario Bergoglio, 201. Catholic Pope, 201. The Jesuit Order, 201. Lives in Suite 201. Domus Sancte Martha, the name of the suite, equals 201. And again, order out of chaos, these guys' motto equals 222, like 222 or 2022. This is really going to be a very interesting year. Order out of chaos, mandates. Now that you said that earlier, that someone commented that actually is very interesting. Order, mandates, chaos. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
what are we in for? What are we in for? It sounds like they're kind of telling us. It sounds like they're giving us a good clue. So this is a very interesting article here. We're checking out. Basically, it was discussing like more along the lines of like what he's doing in terms of like the church and how they're moving globally with the this situation. I mean, the
Mhm.
talk of the town is seriously just, this. They're going to be leveraging Rona 19 for a hot minute because it's just the perfect avenue to push other agendas. It's a fast tracking mechanism to other things. That's truly all it is. It's just like it's like boost on a fucking car or something. You know what I mean? It's fucked up. Um, but yeah, I think that was pretty much it on my end that I had for today, guys. It's pretty light show on my end. First one of 2022. I think we just wanted to touch base with everybody, at least on my end, and get out some good articles and some good number decodes. There's always more. That's a fact. There's always more. But Neo, man, what's up? You got anything good that you want to show?
Uh,
I'm gonna look over the
let
chat
me
too and see
see.
what's up with everybody.
We 2 hours and 15, 2 hours and 13 minutes in. So
Hmm.
let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna see if there's any videos that are worth
Yeah.
sharing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go over the
Um,
chat. This was super fun. Appreciate that, Denise. Oh man, I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys, man. A lot of you guys, I think just the community, like I said, you guys really hold your own. Like when people try to troll your own channels, like Shakozy, I'm sure you've been through it. Jay, I'm sure you've been through it. All of you guys, I'm sure you've been through it just even in comment sections when you're, get into these little debates. I always say, guys, try to avoid those because they just suck your energy up sometimes. Like honestly, sometimes like debating with some fucking loser who's whatever in the comments. It's like, who gives a fuck? Honestly, like, what do you have to prove to this person? Just don't let because I see this whole like C19 stuff just has comment sections just going crazy, man. Like people are just battling each other and draining energy for what reason, man? Like fuck it. Who cares? Go fucking work out. Go put all that physical or that energy and put it into art or, a business or working out or
mhm,
something.
mhm.
Because fuck, what is it? What are you gonna gain proving a point to some burner account on Instagram who's trying to say it's all real and you're trying to say it's not? You know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. That's not effective.
And some people you
Oh,
just won't wake up, man.
oh, Jay, yeah, thanks for reminding me. Actually, yeah, because you let me know that actually. Jay actually DM'd me this because I posted that headline on my story, and Jay actually sent me a message saying that action packed equals 222.
Wow.
This is in line, yes, with this article right here. So great catch, because I didn't
You
I
know
didn't
what's
decode that.
you know
Good
what's
shit.
funny, man, is like with how this year being 2022,
Mm.
um again, repetitive digits. So on February 2nd, it'll be 2 slash 2
Oh
slash
yeah,
2 2.
yeah. Let's here.
And
Let's just look at that.
stuff
I'll
like
pull that
that
up.
is rare because the last time stuff like that happened was on January 1st, 2011, right? 1 slash 1 slash 1 1.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, if you guys are familiar with Dr. Savage, I'm sure you guys are in this community. He posts a lot of cool work, and he in his community tabs he was posting a lot of just like interesting syncs with the year 2022 and the month of February and this date he was looking at. And I agree with him. This is I don't know what's gonna happen, and I don't think he was saying exactly what he thinks, but he's putting out that there's something interesting about
and
this
it's
new
on a
article.
Tuesday, named after
Tuesday.
Mars, the god of war.
Tuesday. You
Mhm,
know what I mean?
mhm,
Like
mhm.
it's interesting. 2/22 on 2 and then you got just this date alone, or then you got this date because the
You know
zeros
what I
don't.
think this year is going to be filled with, man? I think it is. I think it's going to have a lot to do with the mandates.
I do think so.
Like,
Order and
I think
mandate.
they're
Like,
going to strict down even harder on the
and remember,
mandates. Like,
order is 33, the master number, and mandate, right?
yep,
22, another master
yep.
number.
And order doesn't order out of chaos. Does order out of chaos some to? Yeah. So if they enforce all these vaccine mandates, it's gonna cause chaos. Because I know a lot of people are willing to. I don't want to say fight, but at least
People look,
stand up.
man, people are not unfortunately like yeah, it's just it's so sad because when again, just as simple as actually, you know what? I think this is what YouTube hated us for last time, but as simple as the diaper situation, I'm just gonna say it. The diaper
Mhm.
situation, like just seriously, man, like the fear of taking it off and dealing with potential confrontation is so out of the realm of people's daily life. And I understand no one wants to deal with confrontation. And it's not like people who don't want to wear the diaper want to deal with confrontation. They just don't want to wear a diaper. You know what I mean? They don't want to wear a diaper on their face. They just want to breathe. And simply put, people are just like, dude, I'd rather just not deal with
Hey,
the
let me ask you
confrontation.
something. Let me, you know what? I'm not even gonna say anything because just so this video doesn't get strike down, I'm gonna just show this picture and tell me where this is at. If we are in a real pandemic, where is this at?
Oh, facts, dude. Facts. Yeah. So yeah, exactly. Why aren't we chucking out the gloves and the diapers
Where's
into
that
a
at?
biohazardous bin? Exactly. I actually mentioned that to people, and they don't have a response, bro. They
Yeah,
don't have a response.
exactly.
They literally, honestly, some people will straight up kind of do that, like turn their back, like dead ass, just like like you're just like one of those. They immediately just think you're one of those. I'm like, what is one of those? Someone who reads, someone who like questions things, unlike you. Like I don't
But
understand.
yet they can't even answer you. But you're one of those.
Exactly, dude. It's wild. Like that's the same reply. It's passive, passive, passive,
I
passive
mean, think about
people.
it. I
It's
mean,
a great point.
if this virus is real, then I mean, obviously, if those who are infected, the virus is on their mask, and then they just throw away their mask as if it's just
All over the
nothing.
ground.
Yeah,
Exactly. All over the ground. I see them all over parking lots, outside of people's cars. It's like, oh, aren't we supposed to care for
exactly,
the environment too? But now you have these
exactly.
people just tossing this out on the floor, and they're oh my god, dude. It's so backwards. But people are settling. People are just quiet. They just avoid my confrontation. Just let me. You know what? That movie, The Network, man. The movie, The Network, when that
Mm-hmm.
scene, I posted it on a clip on my Instagram, but the scene where he just goes off and he's like, as long people just want to sit in their rooms, in their living rooms with their TV, their toaster strudels, they don't want to be disrupted. They just want to sit and be entertained, and no one wants to be mad. And it's like that clip is just so perfect, man. Like the wording and how he lays it out. Guys, I'm paraphrasing, but yeah, from the movie The Network in I think
No,
1978.
absolutely, absolutely, yeah.
It's
Uh,
201 minutes, 1978 film. So yeah, guys, definitely. Oh shit, I think it's 77. Where is it?
I
There it
think the movie's
is.
just called Network. Yeah,
Oh, it's just network. You're right. You're right.
1976, 2 hours and 1 minute, just
Yes,
like 201.
exactly. Yes, network. My apologies, not the network.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this is actually the guy who's one of the main
Ned
characters in the
Beatty, he
film.
just died.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't know. Did I decode that? I can't even remember, man. Honestly,
There's
guys, like
so
there's so
many.
much. Honestly,
Man, the other day, man, on New Year's Eve, I was
mhm.
trying to go through all of the decodes that I did in
I
2021.
yeah,
Did you
yeah.
see
On
that?
the backup. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I don't know what I was thinking, man.
It's
I thought I was gonna be able to go through each and every single one of the decodes. There's like
no,
300
no,
plus decodes.
no,
Dude, I
no.
was like 2 hours in, and I was only in the month of like March.
Dude, it's literally like again, it's a computer generating these stories. There's no way one man could. You would
Yeah,
only be able to say like a one-liner for each. Dead at
yeah.
46, sacrifice 46, name 46. Next.
Even no, even
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
then, dude, I it's like after like the 2 hour mark, that's what I tried to do. But even then, it was taking
You're
so
still
long,
in like
dude.
February.
Hell yeah. There was like at least like 50 something decodes for each month.
Were you talking about like just death ones, or were you
No, just
doing
everything,
like
everything. I'm talking
the
about like
instances?
contrived news, shootings, natural disasters, everything.
Oh, and also something else that um I posted about on my story for Instagram, just in line with deaths and a recap of the year. TMZ, see, it's not there anymore, and I don't know if like you could find it, but maybe if you go under like photos. But yeah, it'd probably be here. The gallery said deaths of 2021, celebrity deaths of 2021.
Oh yeah, TMZ does that.
Yeah, and they posted 56 of them,
No
and
way.
yeah,
Are
and it
you
was interesting.
serious?
Yeah, and I
I
posted
gotta
that.
find it. I gotta find it. Let me see.
Celebrity deaths in 2021. Here, let's see. I could probably just search it. Maybe it's photos. Let's go to photos. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I found it. I found it. I found it. Look, look, look. 56. Am I sharing my screen? Here, I got it. I got it. I'll share it up
Okay.
because it's kind of weird to find. It's like just like weird in a place. But yeah, let me know if you guys see that.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you know, it's funny if you go through the list.
Why did they do
Bob,
56, man?
exactly,
Why
exactly,
not 50? Like the top 50 deaths.
exactly, dude. Like, oh my god. But anyways, here, let's go to the 38th. I
Oh
don't know.
boy, what is that?
There's a lot of
Who,
interesting ones.
who's the 38th
Who do
death
you guys think is gonna be the 38th? Let's take some
from
guesses. No one cheat.
2021?
And
Wait,
I'm gonna
don't
keep
don't
getting
don't get there
closer.
yet. Don't
I
get
won't
there. The
get there.
38. I mean, it probably has to be the biggest,
Number 15,
or
Drakeo.
somebody that probably died at 38. God, it's just so much I can't even recall. I
See,
mean,
that's
I would guess DMX. Is DMX up
oh
there?
my god, suck a dick, dude. Did you actually just say who I think you
Was it
said?
DMX?
Suck a dick, dude. Pause. But that's crazy, bro. No
Was it?
way. Get out of here. Look, look, look.
No, because I figured.
Are you cheating, bro? Are
No,
you
I
cheating?
swear to God, no, I
This
swear I'm
guy's
not.
cheating. I don't believe you.
No, I'm
I
being
don't
dead
believe
ass
you.
serious. It's
Stop the
DMX,
cap.
isn't it? Nah, I figured because I mean he's like the
Yeah.
biggest death of 2021.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
know what's
Look.
funny? Although he was the biggest death, he didn't get as much attention as I thought he would.
Well, his death was right around
Like
the time
honestly
of
speaking, I
Prince
think
Philip's,
Nipsey
right?
Hussle's death was bigger than. Oh, I'm surprised Prince Philip is not even up there.
Dude, it's weird, like what they
I'm
chose to
surprised
post
Prince
up here.
Philip is not in 38. Because yeah, you're right. Prince Philip's death. Honestly, I would say his death was probably bigger than DMX. DMX's death was
Look,
not.
this guy's here, but again, it is TMZ, and they're more like celebrity, like pop culture
That's true. As
focused.
far as pop culture, yeah, I
People
get it. And
probably
DMX.
one reason why, guys, I go to TMZ for stories to decode. It's not because I like TMZ and I give a fuck what they're posting about. It's the fact that people want to hear what's coming from this source because this source talks about all the mainstream popular fucking people that get idolized in the mainstream, right? So, you know, and their hand and TMZ always gets the death script
Um,
first.
yeah, I'm not surprised it's DMX. Who can we just okay? Oh yeah, I forgot about his death
Yeah.
too from The
Yeah, Michael
Wire.
K. Williams. Yeah, there was a lot
His
of.
death was pretty big too,
Didn't he
man.
die at the age of 54? And they put him at number 54 out of 56.
No
I'm pretty sure he
way, no
died
way.
at
I think he did. Yeah,
of a
yeah,
drug
I think you're
overdose.
right. I think you're right. I think you're right
Age
because of the
of
whole
death. Yeah, dude.
54.
Look,
Indeed,
guys. Look at
man.
this troll,
Indeed.
man.
Look at what HBO sums to. HBO
And
home
it sums
box
to
office. I think.
56, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, dude. Look at guys. Look at that. An HBO actor. 56.
HBO itself
HBO.
sums to 56. What does home box office sum to? Because that's what HBO stands for. Because I know that had a 54. There
Oh,
you go.
fuck,
Home box
man.
office 54. Go figure.
Wow.
That's what it was, man. Yeah. Home box office
Wow.
54. HBO 56. He's dead at the age of
Wow.
54. And TMZ puts him
Wow.
in a list of 56. Yep.
Wow. 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 And again, yeah, exactly. Just like what Neo said, right? This individual dead at 54. Wow. Wow. When I first looked at this, all I saw was the 56 because it was early in the morning. And I was like, come on, guys. Like, I posted that right to the
So
story. I
what?
was
He's
like,
number 54 out of 56. Who's the
yeah.
last person?
Well, let's take a look. We
Is
got
this a court?
Walter.
Like how do they have these numbered out? Is this
Look, look
oh
who's the last.
shit? I forgot about Bismarck Key too.
Look at the
His death
photo
was
they
huge
choose.
too. I know with the one eye symbolism, right?
Yeah. And you know
Dude,
what's
his
funny?
death was huge too, man.
Honestly, this is such a troll. I'm just thinking about it. When I saw this, I was like, wait, what am I missing? But look, all seeing eye 56. He's the
56.
56, and look what photo they choose out of all
Yeah, that
photos.
makes sense,
Come
man.
on, guys. Come on, guys.
Who's number one?
Bob Dole, bro. It was Bob Dole.
Oh, you remember that huge Bob Dole catch that
Yeah,
we did?
that was huge. Fuck, I can't like just go all the way back.
Can we
But yeah.
just look at the top? Oh fuck, that's too much, huh?
Oh no,
I
no,
was
what's
gonna
up?
say if we could just look at the top 10 real quick. 'Cause
All right, what if I
I think I
refresh? I can
missed
just go
that.
back. Yeah, I'm Frost. Here, right here. Cool.
So Bob
S-
Dole.
Yep. I don't remember this individual.
Who is it? What's his name?
Stephen
I
Sondheim.
don't. I
I can't
remember
lie.
doing his death, but I completely forgot what he was most known for.
And ultimately, guys, a lot of you guys don't even know or care for some of these celebrities. So sometimes it's like, is it even worth the decode? Unfortunately, but
I think we've
I don't know him though.
decoded
Maybe I'm.
almost every single. Okay, so the first one was Bob Dole. We definitely decoded that.
Yeah,
I definitely decoded his death.
I can't say I did for
Um.
this one. What about this one? Art
Oh
Lafleur.
yeah, yeah. It was synced up with the MLB's. What is that shit called?
Uh,
The the dream
Oh, Field
something
of
again.
Dreams.
The
Field of
Field of
Dreams.
Dreams. Yeah, that.
Got it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I might have missed that.
And who?
Ronnie Wilson.
Oh,
I
I don't
don't
think
know if I missed this one.
I don't
I feel like I
recall
might have
this
missed
one.
this.
I might have missed this.
Slim Foe.
Oh yeah.
Slim Foe
See,
Huggy.
like, bro, he just died weeks ago, and I already forgot about it.
I won't
That's what's
lie to
so
you, man. That's
crazy.
how fast this
I
goes.
forgot about his death too. Look, like I forgot about Draco the Ruler's death too.
Straight up. James Michael
This is the
Taylor.
guy from Friends, isn't it?
James Michael Taylor. I don't think so. Someone could correct me. I wasn't too big on that show.
I think it is from Friends.
I'm not too familiar with this guy. Man, there's so many. I don't even watch TV, guys. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, he's from Friends.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. NBC
He
sitcom
was the
Friends.
coffee
Okay.
shop owner, but
Yeah, yeah. Once you say that, that hits.
hmm
Yeah, yeah, you're right. What? Colin Powell.
his death
That
was
was an
huge
interesting
too.
one. What was that?
Oh,
84?
you
He
know
died at
who else?
84? Was 84 him?
Yeah, I
Sorry, what were
think
you gonna
so.
say?
No, you know whose death was also pretty big? I think it was probably bigger than Colin Powell. Is Donald Rumsfeld.
Yeah, 84. Donald
Do they?
Rumsfeld.
They don't have Donald Rumsfeld on there. I didn't see him on TMZ.
Here, let's zoom through. So Young Dolph is
Young
number 8.
Dolph. Okay. Question. Let's go back to Young Dolph.
Sure.
Whose death do you think was bigger, Young Dolph's or DMX?
Young Dolph.
Isn't that so sad though? Yeah, I would
Um,
agree with you though. I think Young
well,
Dolph's death was
yeah,
bigger,
yeah, just
but
because
it's
the
like, dude,
relevancy in
DMX was
current
a hip
time.
hop icon, dude. Like his first 3 albums all went platinum within like
But
months.
but also remember the price of fame that DMX unfortunately had to go through, which was his reputation being so muddied through the drug allegations that led to people kind of looking at him less of a superior rapper or more as someone who was like, a legend, but like a loose legend that didn't have his stuff together. Unfortunately, that's how the media does these guys, man. These guys sell their soul only to get burned in the end, man. Only to get burned in the end. They taint your name, they taint your image. Very rarely does a black man in the industries of Hollywood get to leave with a good, credible story behind his name. It's always leaving behind a very
Oh
odd
yeah,
legacy,
absolutely.
right? A legacy that was filled with, things that were just not good for that individual's community or any people consuming whatever he, put out.
Mr. Mystery says DMX's death was bigger because he says Dolph was just a bigger bust because of how he died. But
Okay, so yeah, I was gonna say too, like, I mean, it's debatable because ultimately DMX is still like people of all ages know him more than they know Dolph. Dolph is, yeah, just more of a spike in the young community internet age. But I guess you could say on a grand scale for hip hop, people would obviously say, I think DMX hold more rank. I mean, either way, it's
it's
fucked up.
like I don't know what it is, man. Like ever since, like I haven't seen a rapper death as big as Nipsey Hussle since.
His was very
It
big,
was
man. People had a
huge,
lot
like
of impact.
humongous, man. I'm like, God damn, dude. Like, I don't recall him being this big before he died.
He was not.
You
He
know what I
was
mean?
not that big. He was not. A lot of people did not know Nipsey, even after his death. They were like, I didn't really listen to him, and like, and I that was kind of shock. Like, I didn't know. Like, I actually didn't listen to Nipsey like crazy, at that time and prior to, like, my finding of this knowledge and etc. Um, so, I can't say much on my end there, but honestly, I was finding out after his death, a lot of people being like, yeah, I never really heard of the guy. Like, what? Like, people are comparing him to Tupac, and I never heard of him. So that was interesting.
Yeah,
But anyways,
Nipsey's death was huge for whatever reason, but
mm-hmm.
Virgil, yeah, so he got
Virgil,
Kanye and
Skylar
who's this?
Hicks, the American Got Talent
Oh,
contestant,
okay.
covered this one.
Wow, they added her.
I know,
Oh,
dude. It's
all
so
the
random.
Tiger King.
Tiger King, Year of the Tiger, mind you, we're in Grand.
You remember all the 19-year-old TikTokers that died in 2021?
Yeah,
They should have
exactly.
added that. They should have added that. Maybe it would woke some people up. Like, damn, all these 19-year-olds dead within months of each other. Not even months.
Yeah.
Like 4 of them died within the same month. There was like 5, 6, 19-year-olds dead within 2021, and like most of them were in the same month.
El
Um.
Devo, singer Carlos
Oh, okay.
Moran.
I see.
Michael Naismith.
hmm
Did you mention him earlier? No, that was Donald
I
Rumsfeld. That's who you
Yeah,
mentioned. Sorry.
Donald Rumsfeld. I'm
Jerry
surprised they don't have him on
Douglas,
here yet. Draco the
Drakeo,
Ruler.
Willie. We covered Willie. Helena or
Oh, the
Helena.
Hutchins,
Yeah,
yeah,
Hutchins.
Helena Hutchins, the
Helena.
whole
Helena.
201 and Alec Baldwin. Yeah, this was a monster,
Yeah.
dude.
This was a
This was
stupid story.
huge, man.
But again, it just feels like they're so fly by night. Like it's like, holy fuck, what a big distraction, and then it all fades. Like, everybody's
Mhm.
like, "Yo, did you decode this next?" And it's like, "What? This just happened. Wasn't everybody caring?" It's like, it's just what it is, man. We live in fast food world right now. Everything is in and out, man. In and
Yeah.
out. It's
Yep.
fucked up, dude. It's fucked up. Like literally, one day we're talking about um one rapper's death and everybody's in it, and then boom, Betty White dies or something. It's like, oh my god, like let's do this. And it's like, what? Where's our attention? Are we focusing it on anything? Are we getting or sticking to one thing? Or like what's happening, man? I don't know. Anyways, this is a long list, guys. We don't need to go through all of it. I mean, realistically, you guys can check that out yourselves. The main highlight
And
obviously is the
and and
56.
like, dude, honestly speaking, bro, like, you know who Hobson is?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
The rapper. So
Yeah.
he's more on the talented side that actually has talent. And
He does. Yeah.
what's funny is like he did an interview a while back, and he was asked how come he doesn't release albums as often, and he's more focused on releasing singles. And his explanation was it's just because of how society has been programmed to just move on to the next shit immediately. So he said how he would like release an album, and
Hmm.
it'll be like 15 tracks on the album. People would listen to it for like a day, and then they would come back to you and say, "Where's the next album?" And he's like, "Dude, I just busted my ass off, months, right, almost a year working on this album. You guys are already asking me for the next one. Like, you guys don't even take time to appreciate the work that was put into this album. You know what I mean?"
Fast food, man.
And
In and
that
out.
is how people are, man. That is how people are. They
It
don't
just
want to dissect the product that's given
and
to them.
and that just hurts the content creators so much more, because content creators back in a time when people would appreciate a full length album would really put their all into this thing, because they know that this is something they're gonna the fan is gonna consume and sit with for a long period of time. So they're like, hey, I got to give them 13, 14 tracks of my best of my best, and I'm going to put my all into this art because I know it's going to get thoroughly listened to for the most part. But
Yep.
now in the age of Spotify, Apple Music, people will listen to literally like maybe 10 seconds of your song,
I
you
really feel
know.
like that's another thing too. I just feel like with the access of technology, how like all our music is on a fucking device now. All your like thousands of playlists,
Yeah.
you can access it with a touch of a button. Whereas like 50 years ago, I mean, dude, you had like cassette tapes. You didn't have you didn't have access to that many music like that. It was a lot tougher. Even not even 50 years ago, like in the early 2000s, before MP3s, when you had CDs, like. You know what I mean? Like you didn't have access to thousands of music by a touch.
Again, it just forced you to appreciate more
It did for yeah,
that,
exactly.
like, you're like, man, I got this new whatever Eminem album, I don't know,
Yep.
Tupac album, and I'm
You're
gonna
gonna
I'm
listen
gonna
to that
listen
shit
to it.
over and over and over again. Yeah, I know, man.
Exactly. And that just gives one, the creator, more ambition to put out something better, but it also creates a better
Right.
experience. And that's something that the music industry is well aware of. Again, guys, the industry, okay, look how fast they changed our world. 2 years ago, almost three, whatever, we weren't wearing diapers, we weren't standing 6 feet apart. And just like that, boom, flash of an eye, that's what we're doing. And everybody's
Mhm.
got pokes in their arms, etc. It can
Mhm.
happen fast. So look at music industry. There was a time in the music industry where, I would say like early 2000s, there was a lot of like love music and R&B.
Yeah.
And honestly, it for the most part was like, yeah, there was some sexual connotations about the music and some lovey, like, but I mean, like, at the end of the day, like the topics weren't the worst. It was usually a topic, like the theme of the song was like a couple, how they can grow together, how they can work together to, join forces to be a better unit as a male and female, right? That's honestly, there was a lot of songs like that. And that was
This is the
actually
best way I
mainstream.
can describe like the whole evolution of hip hop, right?
Oh,
The
I think I know.
80s,
Yeah.
it's the same thing as what's
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
name,
Yeah.
Crank
Crank
Lucas,
Lucas.
right?
Yeah.
So
I think
like
there's a
the
picture.
80s people were, rapping about staying away from drugs, right? Especially during the crack era, right? The
Yeah, I
90s
guess.
came, people started rapping about, damn, I gotta sell drugs just to get by and to feed my family. And then the 2000s comes where people are like, hey, this isn't so bad. I'm selling drugs and I'm going to try to glorify this because this looks cool. And then the 2010 comes and now they're on the drugs themselves. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes,
Yeah, there it
yes.
is right there. Yep.
Yeah,
Get
there's
wait, what
yeah.
is it? Hold on, what does that say? Grandmaster
Oh,
Flash.
sorry. Here.
No, I just wanted to read that right quick. Rats, rats in the front room, roaches in the back, junkies in the alley with the baseball bat, and then Tupac. Before we find world peace, we gotta find peace and end the war on the streets. Lil Jon, get low.
It's just times have changed, man.
And
Times
then
have
you got Wiz
changed.
Khalifa, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. I mean, just look at, bro. Pull up lyrics of what is that dude name with all the colors in his hairs and shit?
Lil Pump, Gucci Gang.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Look up the lyrics to Gucci Gang and just try to read it, and you'll
I know
fucking laugh, man.
it's
It is
ridiculous.
hilarious, man.
All right, guys, here's some poetry. Ooh, burr. Gucci Gang, ooh, Little Pump, Gucci Gang, yeah, brr.
Yeah, it's just
Gucci
nothing but sound
Gang,
effects, man.
Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang. Snap, snap, poetry, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Oh, here come the bars.
Spend 3 racks on a new chain.
Uh huh.
My bitch love to do cocaine.
Oh.
I fuck a bitch. I forget her name. Bad
Mm-hmm.
memory. I can't buy a bitch. No
Uh-huh.
wedding ring. Okay, at least he ain't on that Saturn worship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He kind of woke a little bit. Rather go and buy Balmains. Ah, see, he's buying the designer guys.
Yep.
Come on, we almost had him. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang,
Oh man.
Gucci gang, and one more time, Gucci gang. Well, guys, as you see it, it's sad because I guess this is like a pre hook again. Kind of comes back. But also don't forget that his lean cost more than your rent. Your mama still live in a tent. Yeah, burr. Still slanging dope in the
Oh
jets.
my
Huh.
gosh.
Me and my grandma take meds. Damn. None of this shit be new to me. Fucking my teacher call it tutory. Damn, man, this nigga kind of clever, bro. Tutory? This nigga, he's shitting. He's shitting on him.
Oh
Tutory.
man.
Bought some red bottoms. Cost hella G's. Fuck your airline. Fuck your company. Man, this nigga spitting, bro. I can't lie to you. Like, high key, like, fuck your airlines. Like, I'm not
Yeah,
trying to hop on your airlines.
that's poetry right there, dude.
But hold up, bitch. Your
Mhm.
breath smell like some cigarettes.
Okay.
I'd rather fuck a bitch from
Huh.
the projects.
Cat in the
They
hat.
kicked me off, or sorry, they kicked me out the plane off a Percocet.
Mhm.
Now Lil Pump flying private jet. God damn.
Boom.
Oh man, but hold up. Everybody's screaming Fort West jet. I'm sorry, guys. I'm done. I'm having too much. I'm having too much.
Yeah, this stuff is this shit right
Oh,
here, dude.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, man. Oh shit.
Yeah, rap
Hold up,
is
man.
just trash, man. It is fucking trash right now, dude.
Hold up, dude. Are you saying this is trash? Little Pump still sell that meth. Hunted on my wrist, sipping on tech. Fucking a little bitch, making her wet. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
Hey man, I think we have a hater in here. Gigi says that's a bunch of jizz. I
I
don't know
don't
what
know.
she's talking about.
I
To me,
can't
that's
lie. Like
like that's top notch poetry right there.
to me, it just sounds
That's
like you're not on
clever.
that Gucci gang.
Yeah, you
You got to
gotta
get with that
you
guy.
got
Look
you
at
got
look.
you gotta
Clearly,
sip some lean.
he knows about Saturn worship because he's not gonna give his bitch no wedding ring. I mean,
Mhm.
he's on something. And look, he's with his tutors, you know, or no, he's fucking his teachers, man. This guy's on something, man. He's ahead of his time, guys. He's
Indeed.
ahead of his time.
This
So
is what we teach our little kids, yeah. To fuck
he's
their
on the
tutors.
meds too. He's
Yeah.
probably sponsored by Pfizer in all honesty.
Absolutely.
Um, you know,
Absolutely. Yep.
So remember, guys, buy Gucci. This is just one big ad for Gucci.
Gigi, we're
All
being
music is.
sarcastic. I thought you realized that.
Hopefully, you guys know I'm just trolling. I'm sorry, I went on longer than it should. That went on way longer than that should. I'm so sorry. That was fun. I'm gonna start reading rap in like stupid like Playboy
Now,
Cardi lyrics
honestly
in
speaking,
poetry form. Slam poetry, my man. Exactly.
honestly
Oh
speaking,
shit.
dude, I don't think that would be a bad idea.
Yeah, right. Just do fucking
Because
like
if you just look at like
here. Look.
what's like the hottest songs right now and just look at their lyrics, you're like, dude, what the fuck? How is this? I'm talking about in hip hop, because hip hop is where there you go. Playboy Cardi's another big
All right,
one.
guys, you ready for this? Here's some bars.
For
Bah,
forget the hook,
bah,
just read the.
bah. I'm sorry, you gotta get the bah. When I go to sleep, I dream about murder.
Mhm,
Just one more time. When I go to sleep, I dream about murder.
mhm.
Sorry, I don't know if you guys got this clear. When I go to sleep, I dream about murder. You guys getting me here? I dream about it. See what type of music they put in your ear, man. This shit's fucked up, dude. Like, this is what the kids literally just like in their ear, just like getting half a perk, just like wasting their time, wasting their money, wasting their mental, space and their capacity to fill it up with nonsense. Like, what type of lyrics is this, man? Like, what? Like,
It is, man. Like it has no message, no meaning. Like what the fuck is the point
and
of this?
again,
Why even? Oh
But
man.
but again, the thing is, people, is what I actually didn't end up finishing is simply put is don't like the labels could make the better music more at the forefront. They could. Again, they have the ability to be like, all right, well fuck this lame repetitive shit. Let's go back to our roots, what was selling major records, because there was obviously better music in the past that was selling because it was clearly better, had better lyrical content, more substance, more themes, everything, more effort into it. They could make that stuff cool again, but there's obviously a reason. This stuff, when you repeat, when I go to sleep, I dream about murder, is more effective to damaging the youth than promoting songs like, for example, a good artist out of Detroit. I really like R&B music. Dwelle. This guy's music's
Do you
really
like
good.
Big Pun?
Big Pun's good. Yeah, he's more in the rap sphere, obviously. Um, Definitely a really good lyricist himself.
I think Big Pun is probably one of, if not the biggest underrated artist of all time. Honestly
Yeah,
speaking, I think Big
yeah.
Pun can
He
go toe to toe. I know I'm gonna get bashed for this, but I think Big Pun can go toe to toe with Biggie Smalls. No joke.
So a little
No
Biggie
joke.
on Biggie battle. You feel me?
No, I'm big. Cause well,
Um,
think about it. They're both from New York. It's
yeah,
honestly, bro. Big Pun is like the Puerto Rican
Puerto
version
Rican Biggie. Yeah,
of Biggie.
I
Nah,
agree.
Big Pun was tight, and what's fucked
He
up is
was.
Fat Joe was still alive. And and I'm not trying to sound fucked up, but I think it should have been the opposite because Fat Joe literally is just jacking Big Pun's style and his flow. And Big Pun, I mean, Fat Joe even said it himself that Fat Joe literally was
It's
taught how to rap by Big Pun.
You know what this scenario kind of reminds me of is a lot like Pimp C and Bun B. The idea
Mm-hmm.
that Pimp C is the equivalent in this case to you know Big Pun, right? And just kind of how he was the backbone between the duo,
Mm-hmm.
and unfortunately, the one who had the real authenticity behind him has to go, and that's how this industry is because they don't want to keep the ones who might actually make an influence and a little too hard headed, maybe you could say. I don't know exactly. I wish I had all the answers, but no one will. Yeah, definitely a good artist. Yeah, man, there's a lot of good music out there that you guys could find, and there is good artists that promote good stuff. And again, we have artists in this community, guys. Don't forget, we got Jay with Open Eyes. There's several other artists in this community. I make beats and stuff like that. I might start posting them up on my page every now and then. It's cool, man. Share your art. Still have fun. Um, you know,
And
uh, sh-
and people say, well, a lot of these rappers that we just mentioned, they might be, I guess, quote unquote, conscious rap. And people might say, well, what if you're just, looking for party music or workout music? That's cool, but I
yeah,
mean, at least have some form of,
balance.
like, well, yeah, that too, balance. But even then, like, okay, like case in point, right? Like in the '90s, there was party music, but they were like actual art. It was actually, you could tell that the artist took their time creating that that track. You know what I mean? Whereas
That's what I'm
now it's
saying.
like you listen to party music and like workout music. It's like, I mean, I get it. The beat is nice, but what the fuck is the artist doing, or what is he even saying? You know what I mean?
Very repetitive lyrics, like the
I mean,
lack
if
of
you
effort.
want workout music, why not just listen to the beat then? Why not
Yeah, a
just
lot.
listen to some 808s and some hype beat?
You
You
know, when
know?
I was in school and I was studying, a lot of the times, like I would listen to like lo-fi beats and shit,
Mhm.
just because I found like one, like just listening to like lyrics was like distracting, and but also it just wasn't helping your brain. Like you're just constantly listening to these, like whatever, this dull subject matter that has no like benefit to your life. Again, there was music that is out there that, um I could say could make you think or make you feel a positive way for sure. But there's definitely music that can make you feel another way.
Oh yeah. Christopher says, does anyone remember the TFR episode where Zach played a guy who made a Gematria
Oh,
song
that was
about
hard.
Tupac?
I,
I
I,
definitely do, man,
I
and I
actually do remember
wish
that was
I
hard.
do you have that saved, man? If by
I
any
don't,
chance,
man. I
probably
should
not,
have.
right?
That was
I wish I
hard.
did too. That was really nice. I'm not
Honestly,
gonna
he
lie.
was nice with it. Yeah, he had a hook and he was merging the numbers into the flow very smooth. Like it wasn't too overwhelming. I actually thought that was pretty cool. I'm not even gonna cap. That was dope. So yeah, Christopher, I definitely do remember that. Neo does too, it seems. So,
Oh
um,
yeah, absolutely.
Cam Bada, best rapper I've listened to, lyrical and talks about gematria. Maybe is that the
You
individual?
do
I'm not sure.
Cam, but I've never heard of him.
Hmm
Must
Man,
be
drop some artists, share
underground.
some
You could
artists.
tell.
Again,
Yeah, please.
yeah, if you guys know any good artists, like again, it doesn't need to be rap too. I personally, guys, I like R&B music because I think that at times I just think that music's just like more chill and wavy sometimes. It's more positive and like
Um,
subject matter is not so aggressive.
Yo, Script. You know what I did, man? You know how I don't know. It was like probably a few episodes ago. You had mentioned Immortal Technique song about the Illuminati, right?
Oh
And
yeah.
it was called.
Yeah, someone gave us the name.
Am I really forgetting the name right now? Oh my
I
god.
I I can't remember it. I
I'm
hate
gonna
to say
find
it.
it. But anyways, the point is though, I went back to listen to that song because it's been like years since I listened to it, and I'm like, wow, dude, like everything he spoke of, and that song came out in 2003. Everything he spoke of is literally what's taking place right now, man. I'm gonna try to pull up the lyrics and just take a quick look at those and just to see. Let me see. But
Mhm.
yeah, man,
Mhm.
Immortal Technique is another artist that you guys should check out if you guys don't know already.
Oh, Chief, yeah, Absol. Absol's a very interesting artist. He's honestly fairly lyrical, and he does have some interesting subject matter in his music and cover art and symbolism. He's definitely clued in for sure on esoteric knowledge. Yeah, honestly, yeah, nah, Denise, I'm so with you here. I like all kinds of music, not really into country. I'm assuming you mean. Yeah, and honestly, I can't listen to country music. Like, holy shit, no. That's one genre of music that I just can't. Oh, I like conspiracy gurus music. Where's that comment? I just seen that. I follow that guy actually on YouTube. Shit. I can't find the comment, but yeah. What the fuck? It just disappeared. Here it is. Denise. That was you who said it. Nice. I like conspiracy gurus music. Yeah, guys, go check that out. Conspiracy guru. Um, what's his channel? I think it's Conspiracy Guru Music. I'm pretty sure that's his channel. He makes like rock music. He posts a lot of funny like Rona memes and just he's good. He's good. Um, yeah, Tupac was a puppet, definitely, definitely. Industry hoax revealed. That's a really good channel if you guys want to see like Tupac information and other good. I guess you could say like decodes in his own right. It's not necessarily numerology, more like just looking at the story and deciphering it. Very good analysis of these events. Yeah, man. Never be afraid to shout out. Um, someone who does good work. Carrie, we love you right back, man. We love you right back. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 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 for sure, man. 100%. Like I said, the same, a lot of us can hold our own. People try to, clown us with the numbers, but we end up making them look stupid and they don't comment back or they just delete their comment. Man, I can't tell you the amount of times people try to, are you deleting comments? Why would I delete a comment? I don't give a fuck. You could literally say, Script
Right.
is the wackest Instagrammer ever. This stuff is super retarded. Everything he posts is fake, and I don't care. Post it. I'm not gonna delete it. I don't mind if other people come to the page and they see that. That's no problem. I don't care. I want people to see that, because then that forces them to be like, is he fake? Is it real? Is,
Hmm.
and that gets them thinking. If I delete that stuff, then that will give a false perspective of what it is, and a confirmation bias amongst the comments or whatever. I just, but you know what's funny? People will comment some dumb, ignorant comment, and honestly, like I said, the community will come in and they'll handle them, man. They'll handle them. They'll be like, "Why are you here? What are you doing here then? If you think it's dumb, what are you looking at it for? Why are you don't have any reason to back up your statement why it's dumb. You're just saying it's dumb." And I love that about the community, man. I really do. I really do.
Yeah, man. It's pathetic, dude.
But I see you got some lyrics up there if you want to, if you were
Oh,
planning on playing.
yeah, Immortal Technique, man. This is The Cause of Death. I think this is a song where you were referencing about
Yes, yes. He
the
says like, yeah,
Illuminati, about Bin Laden. It seems like he's more focused on
like the 9/11 stuff.
right. But the first there's
This
three
is real
verses.
rap, by the way. Big contrast between Little Pump
Yeah, this is
and
Immortal
Immortal
Technique, and this
Technique.
is from
Two Latins,
2003.
two Latin men, but I'll tell you, they're on
Both
different.
both from New York too.
Is Little Pump from New York? I don't think he's from New York. I think he's from Florida.
Wait, who did you say?
Sorry, I was. Oh, sorry, you were thinking a Big Pun. My bad. Yes. No, sorry, I was saying just totally different sphere of rap compared to the shitty Little Pump, a Latin artist from
Oh, you
Florida.
said Little Pump. Oh, my bad. Hell no.
Yeah, I know.
No,
It's just
I thought I
hilarious, and
heard
it's
Big Pun. My bad.
no, it's all good. A lot of Latin artists there, so.
But he says this is Immortal Technique. You better watch. You better watch what the fuck flies out of your mouth, or I'ma hijack a plane and fly it into your house, burn
Bars,
your apartment with your family tied to the couch, and
bars.
slit your throat so when you scream, only blood comes out. I doubt that there could ever be a more wicked MC, because AIDS-infested child molesters aren't sicker than me. I
Oh,
see the world for what it is beyond the white and the black, the way the government downplays historical facts, because the
mm,
United States sponsored the rise of the Third Reich, just
mm,
like the CIA trained terrorists how to fight.
mm.
Build bombs and sneak box cutters into a flight. When I was a child, the devil himself bought me a mic.
Wow.
But I refused the offer because God sent me to strike with skills unused like fallopian tubes on a dike. My
Ah,
word, my words.
it's so hard,
I
bro. I
know, dude.
remember this. I remember this
You don't
track,
even
bro.
get
Like,
any of this on like
dude,
Future's entire career album. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, man. You know what? Sorry but this. You guys ever listen to Daylight?
oh
The
yeah,
battle
yeah. That's
rapper.
yeah. The
He
dude
did
with
a
the tattoos on his face and shit.
Yeah, he did a freestyle on Hot 97 with Funk Flex that they actually did and like took off air because it was just a bit too like this type of rap, like
Hmm.
too left field for mainstream radio. And again, it's amazing, man. It's amazing how they do it.
Yeah,
They block out the ones who are spitting like this. But please carry
exactly.
on. Please carry on. 'Cause this is hard.
Where do we leave off at?
I
But
think
I
you were at
refused the
yeah.
offer. Oh yeah, my words will expose George Bush, George Bush,
George
and Ben.
Bush.
See, man, get my words tied up.
I'm
George
just
Bush
playing.
and Bin Laden as two separate parts of the same seven-headed dragon. And you can't fathom the truth, so you don't hear me. You think Illuminati is just a fucking conspiracy theory.
Facts.
That's why conservative racists are all running shit and your phone is tapped by the federal government. So I'm jamming frequencies in your brain when you speak to me. Technique will rip a rapper to pieces indecently, pack weapons illegally because I'm
Mm,
never hesitant.
mm.
Sniper scoping a commission controlling the
God, God,
president.
God, God, God damn. He's so nice with the words, man. Like the way
He
he
is.
structures his words together is real
He
deal
is.
wordplay right there, man. It
Hmm.
just comes off very smooth, but it's so dense with words, so
And
much
the
info.
message is there. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And it just goes to show you if you're talented enough, you could merge an important topic and make it palatable through a musical form.
Hmm.
That's a talent to take what is this like a 16 to like 24 bar verse, maybe 32 at most. Like, come on,
Hmm.
like, he's
Hmm.
getting a lot of information there.
Yeah, and I think it's three verses. The second verse starts off with I hacked the Pentagon for self incriminating evidence of Republican manufactured white powder pestilence, Marine's corpse flake vest with the guns and ammo, spitting bars like a demon stuck inside a piano. Turn a Sambo into a soldier with just one line. So here's the truth about the system that'll fuck up your mind. They gave Al Qaeda $6 billion in 1989 to 1992, when now the last chapters of Revelations are coming true. And I know a lot of people find it hard to swallow this because subliminal bigotry makes you hate my politics. But you act like America wouldn't destroy two buildings in a country that was sponsoring bombs dropped on our children. I was watching the towers, and though I wasn't the closest, I saw them crumble to the earth like they were full of explosives. And they thought nobody noticed the news report that they did about the bombs planted on the George Washington Bridge. Four non-Arabs arrested during the emergency, and I'm assuming he's talking about the whole dancing Israelis. Four non-Arabs arrested during the emergency, and then it disappeared from the news permanently. They dubbed the tape of Osama, and they said it was proof. Jealousy of our freedom. I can't believe you bought that excuse. Rocking a motherfucking flag don't make you a hero. Word to ground zero. The devil crept into heaven. God overslept on the 7th. The new world
Mm.
order was born on the
Mm.
September 11th.
Dude, I'm telling you, I bumped this song so much back in the
Yeah,
days.
this and the beat itself just like comforts the whole bars, man. It's
Dude, it hits different. Like
hmm
again, it's like, dude, this stuff was cool. And it still is cool. I'm not saying it isn't cool.
yep.
Sounds like the Jesuit oath. Yeah, I mean, with the gruesomeness of it, I kind of understand
You
what you're
said it
saying,
sounds
Mr.
like the
W.
Jesuit oath.
That's pretty funny, man.
Oh man.
Um, and yeah, it's just again, we are living in a time where the industry is purposely sheltering or sorry, filtering out these type of artists and putting them on the back burner, not giving
hmm
them the platform that they somewhat might have had a
Absolutely.
little bit before. Uh,
Absolutely, man.
but
Yeah,
please get
nah,
that third
Immortal
verse in, man.
Technique. Yeah, third and final verse. And just so conservatives don't take it to heart, I don't think Bush did it because he isn't that smart. He just a stupid puppet taking orders on his cell phone from the same people that sabotaged Senator Wellstone. The military industry got it popping and locking, looking for a way to justify the Wolfowitz doctrine. As a matter of fact, Rumsfeld, now that I think back, without 9/11, you couldn't have a war in Iraq or a defense budget of world conquest proportions that kill freedom of speech and revoke the right to abortion. Tax cut extortion, a blessing to the wealthy and wicked, but you still have to answer to the Armageddon you scripted. Ha! Armageddon you scripted. Yeah, it definitely is scripted, all right. And Dick Cheney, you fucking and Dick Cheney, you fucking leech. Tell him your plans about building your pipelines through Afghanistan and how Israeli troops trained the Taliban in Pakistan. You might have some house niggas fooled, but I understand. Call it colonialism is
Yep.
sponsored by corporations. That's why Halliburton gets paid to rebuild nations. Tell me the truth. I don't scare into paralysis. I know the CIA saw Bin Laden on dialysis.
Mm.
In 98, when he was top 10 for the FBI, government ties is really why the government lies. Read it yourself instead of asking the government why, because
Fox.
then the cause of death because then the cause of death will be the cause the pro- what because then the cause of death will cause the propaganda to die.
Cause the cause of death ill
Cause
cause
the
the
cause
propaganda to
of
die.
death will cause
Read
the
it to yourself
propaganda to
instead of
die.
asking the government why, because then the cause of death it'll cause the propaganda to die. It's a trippy play on like the words there.
hmm
Hmm. But honestly, read it for yourself instead of asking the government why. I mean, man, like look at the lyrics that he's saying. A compare in comparison to Playboy Cardi now
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
"When I go to sleep, I dream about murder," and he just repeats it over and
Like
over.
when you hear this,
Gucci
it
gang, Gucci
actually
gang.
like makes you
Makes you
think. Like,
think.
damn,
And it did.
okay.
That's what, bro. I heard this when I was what, like this song released quite a while ago, and I heard this when I was,
2003.
yeah, dude. And I
This
probably
is
heard
like
this
two
in
years
like
after 9/11.
2008 or nine or something
Yeah,
later, right?
that was exactly around the time I heard it too. Yeah.
Right. So I probably heard it around then. Obviously, like older brothers and sisters probably heard this stuff, but whatever. We were younger. So then, boom, like you hear this, and as a young kid, like I tried to show my friends, and they're like, "Dude, this is too like, this is kind of depressing. Like it's kind of like dark. Like play something different." Like, and I'm like, play like Waka Flocka. I don't know. Like,
But it's like, okay,
and
but
it's
that's
just like,
fantasy. This is reality. Like,
yeah,
can we
but that's
deal
too
with
deep.
reality?
It's too deep,
But
man.
but I
People
mean,
like to stay in
yeah,
their
I know how
shells.
people say that this is dark, but that's exactly it. Reality is dark, so let's fix it so it's not dark. Instead of
Mhm.
just like going on to Fantasyland and playing Waka Flocka or whoever, like that's not. I mean, it's just I don't know, man. I don't get the society. Honestly, I don't get the people that are living in this society. And honestly, I really feel like I was just born into the wrong generation, dude. I really wish I was born like hundreds of years ago, at least where the world wasn't as bad as it is now. You know, but yeah.
It's just unfortunate, man. It's very unfortunate. But hopefully, you can only be hopeful, but you got to be realistic. Truthfully, you can be hopeful, but you got to be realistic. That's the motto to live by these days. Again, stay strong. You got to have some hope and strive that you yourself will succeed and help better the life around you and others, for the people you care for. But ultimately, you got to be realistic and you got to do what you can. You got to do what you can and strive for more
What?
because
Let me ask you this, Script. Since
sure.
we just entered 2022, what do you think that they have in store for us for this year? What do you think will be the biggest push? Because it seems like in 2021, just based off my observations, it seems like two of the biggest pushes that I would say is climate change and guns. Tons of mass shootings and tons of abnormal weather, especially in February with that whole winter storm.
Real quick, actually, here I'll just show this because here's my take on what I think are some of the biggest things that we've went through and going to continue going through.
Hmm.
I actually made this post a little while ago. Nice and simple one. You guys will see it in a second.
Hmm.
Here it is. Top agendas to be or are being pushed. Obviously, this. We know what this is.
Absolutely.
This is definitely surely down the pipeline, obviously been
And
going
I
on
don't
in the
think they're done.
backgrounds
I don't think
at
they're done
all.
with that.
It's a 15-year plan from 2015 to 2030, guys. So this is definitely in the pipelines. 100% this is coming. Actually, one of the homies actually sent me something from the Bloomberg, and it said Bloomberg Post magazine or whatever, and they said that billionaires are moving towards crypto because of the fact that money might die in case like cash might die. So again, like billionaires moving towards this. I mean, come on, guys. What more do you need to see that this is the move? This is where they want to go. Um, I mean, this is something that's been pushed, and I mean, this is something that they're moving forward to. This is like the next hand. And this acronym only seems to get bigger and bigger.
Oh yeah.
Literally, it just seems to never end. And guys, don't forget they're going to add the P, but the P is not going to be the P. It's going to be minor attracted person. That's what it's
Hmm.
going to be. And oh, so here's my theory about how they're going to push the minor attracted person, in person, sorry, into society. Here's my theory, guys. They're going to theorizing here. They're going to promote it potentially through film and make storylines where the let's say the guy is a bit older than the girl, like quite a bit older, and there's this relationship like he's 50 and she's 20. So a massive age gap, and they romanticize that, right? So that's not underage per se, it's just very young, right? Then they're gonna bend the lines a little bit, kind of like what they did with that film Cuties. You guys remember that film, right?
Hell yeah.
That Netflix. So like they really pushed the boundaries there. Obviously, got a lot of kickback, and it didn't really go as planned. And that's another example of them testing the waters, seeing how far they've dumbed down society. Like, oh shit, can we throw that out there? Oh no, no, no. Okay, that one they don't stand for that one. We're not there yet. So they're gonna ease into it. Then they're gonna go from 50-year-old to 20-year-old to like a girl who's a woman who's like 35 and she's in love with a 15-year-old, and then
Yep.
they're going to make narratives and films like that, and then people are going to romanticize that and fetishize that. And I swear they could, if they do that successfully through film and music,
Hmm.
and then they have
Hmm.
celebrities come out and back it. Like you fucking have Nicki Minaj come out or something, I don't know, whatever, I don't want to throw her under the bus, but like just any celebrity comes out and they're just like, oh my god, guys, relax, it's just love, remember, it's just love. And then you're gonna have the Pope come out and be like, it's an act of love. And then next thing you know, they're just gonna add minor attracted person to the alphabet community, and boom, they did it. That's my theory. So let me know what you guys think about that one.
No, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. And if you just look at the direction of this whole LGBTQ people, I call them the alphabet people, whatever they are. But
They are trying to normalize shit that is not normal, man. Like
Exactly. It's
they're
going
trying to,
against
you
natural
know what I
law,
mean?
man.
Exactly. Like these are the same people that come here and tell us that, hey, you got to trust the science, right? But then
They're
when it
going
comes to
backwards on
their whole
biology.
belief, yeah, exactly. They're contradicting the base foundation of science. You know what I mean?
You know what, man? Ultimately, why can't one identify as having the poke when one can identify as a whole other gender? You know what I mean? Like it might sound outrageous, but why? Why can't if you can identify to say like I feel as if I'm not what I was born as, then why can't you feel as if you've tried something or had something? You know what I mean? Because
Right.
if you never, it's not what it is, but according to society, we're just saying, okay, well, that's your feeling, and we have to accept that. We have to work around that. So then work around my feeling that I identify as this. I identify as having it, even though I haven't had it. I've actually saw a shirt like that. You know the rapper Joy Badass?
Oh yeah, 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 from New York.
Yeah, he recently like posted on his story on Instagram a shirt that said I identify as poked. You guys know what I'm trying to say. You know the word. But it said
Hmm.
I identify as trans poked and like accept that and yada yada whatever. Like if people can identify as transgender, then I could identify as trans poked. And Choi actually shared that on his Instagram story, and he got a lot of flag for, or like hate for that from like the alphabet community. They're like, oh, I'm so disappointed in Joey. He he's disrespectful to the community, and he's just outrageousness. And most of the people that are bitching about it, they all have like pronouns in their Instagram bio. They and
Hmm.
them. It's just like, what, dude? What is this, Shakespeare? It is Shakespeare. All world's a stage, man. Anyways, fuel shortages. Notice the 56 connections in
Oh
all of these.
yeah.
Yep. And power outages. This is something that's we've already got a taste of in Texas.
We'll probably get
uh,
more.
and definitely more. And again, as they get us relying on the metaverse and all this shit, imagine, man, you're just so entrenched in the technology, and then shut it out. And you're just fucking licking screens and shit, fucking
Dude, that
kissing
whole
with
I
diapers. It's
still can't
fucked
believe
up,
that,
dude.
man. I still can't
It's
believe that
fucked
they're
up,
literally implementing
bro. They're
a
licking
fucking screen.
screens.
Dude, that is
They got
ridiculous.
chips
Oh
in your
my
head to make you
god.
send tweets, guys. We covered a lot of weird shit today. I'm not even gonna lie. Um, it's just wild, man.
This is
Sometimes I
this
go
is
back.
a pretty interesting podcast for the first year of 2022. I'll tell
I
you that
can't lie
much.
to you, man. We're coming in with some
I'm
straight
kind of I'm
topics,
kind of
and
afraid of 2022 now, because if
uh,
we're already off to, if the
well, we're
first
already off
podcast
to
is already off to
back-to-back
this, I mean,
deaths.
god damn, yeah, deaths, all kinds of
Uh,
weird shit in the news. I mean,
like
god damn.
it's only gonna get more interesting. I don't want to say worse, but interesting. So wake up call, guys. I think we could I don't know about you, but I think we could probably wrap it up.
Absolutely, yeah. We
Um,
hit the 3 hour mark, so
Yeah,
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 it should
guys. I
be
think that was
interesting, man.
a yeah, and Carrie, just like you said, I like that. I like that, Carrie. She said, question everything, but give people a chance. And I mean, guys, at the end of the day, if you've never talked to someone and you're not sure of how they think about things, I agree. Give them a chance. Don't bombard them. Don't assume that they will think gematria or truth is dumb. Don't assume that they'll think it's conspiracy. You know, be it's all about your delivery too, people, about how you share this information. I think some people are probably pretty shit at sharing this information. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just sorry, guys. I'm just gonna be completely
They
honest.
don't
I'm not.
know how to share it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just
I
have a
agree.
feeling that there's a lot of people that probably try to explain this to their friend, and it's just, I'm sorry, but you're probably not doing a good job of getting it across. And I think the reason I think it's just because honestly, man, here's how I see it. I put out posts like mine, and you put out posts like yours. I think to simplify it for people to just literally take and show their friend, be like, "Hey, yo, look, here's what I'm talking about," in a simple format that you can see and verify yourself. And that's what I intend to put out these posts for, simply for that.
Honestly, man, like the way I look at it, man, is like if I really, I'm starting to notice that the people that get gematria are
Mm,
those who are already seeking out truth and information and trying to, get that answer. I mean, get that question answered as far as like how are these people operating? Like we know that these guys
are running shit, how are they doing it? What code are they using? What's their language, to each other? If
Mhm.
you're looking for that, if you're seeking for that kind of information, I think you would understand gematria instantly. Whereas if
For
you're
sure.
just a sheep that is completely plugged into the matrix and you have no will to even unplug, there's no way you're gonna understand gematria. It's gonna seem like it's rocket science when it's really not. It's just you're not unplugged yet.
I agree, and I just saw something that I could relate to so much. Even myself, I am guilty of this, guys. Logan says I get too fucking hype and start sounding like I know it all, trying to tone things down. Dude, honestly, bro, Logan, I feel that. That's some real shit right there. Because, guys, I bet you that happens to a lot of you guys.
No, I
When
agree. I agree.
when we try to tell this information, we get really passionate and and the person's just kind of like, bruh. So, yeah,
What?
like, honestly, the best you could do and sometimes I just skip the numbers. Again, like Neo said, not everybody's ready for that. So just stick to, again, good,
But
interesting
but
observations.
a lot of the
Try to throw
that's
in
what
some
I try to
stuff.
do. Yeah, that's what I try to do. I try to stay away from the numbers
Prince
first. Yeah,
Prince
like
Philip's
Prince Philip,
99 day.
99 on the 99th day of the year. Like I
That's
try to
it.
show that first.
That's it. Exactly.
And then
Gematria
if
is
they ask
addictive.
like what's up with the number 99, and then you can bring in gematria. That's the way I do it at least.
I agree. No, that's definitely a good way, man. That's definitely a good way. So, guys, you know, just 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 be mindful of how you present the information because you don't first impressions matter, right? And you give someone a weak one, then they're probably gonna think this is whack off top. And Shy Divine says, let's keep a positive mindset regardless of gematria behind the year 2022. Mind over matter. We are more powerful than we think or know. Factual. Great comment right
Yeah,
there. And I've seen
we have a great community here, so
I agree, man. I agree. Well
absolutely.
said. Well said. And Shai's echoing what I've seen others said in the chat as well. Just at the end of the day, despite all the numerology, despite the esoteric, despite the whatever, just keep moving, man, and like have a good year yourself. Jared said he's like on a personal level, it's gonna be a good year, and that's the mentality you should have because you can only control so much, so you can't stress yourself for what you can't control.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely,
you
absolutely.
know what we're talking about, this doesn't stress me out, the numbers and stuff. What more stresses me out is the ignorance of people. That's more stressful if anything.
And the
um
road that we're going down, if
in the
people
road,
don't
yeah,
wake up.
exactly, the ignorance of the people is leading us down a path that's more frustrating than seeing how they do these numerical rituals. That's just more interesting, and that's something to share, and it's a good piece of info as we discussed. So yeah, guys, I think it was a great show. I really appreciate everybody tuning in. Neo,
Successful episode, absolutely.
first year of, or sorry, first episode of 2022, 3
Yep,
hours 15 minutes in. Hopefully
yep.
this one stays up. YouTube, please
I hope
chill
so
out.
too, man. I'm gonna try to download a copy of this too, just in case.
Guys, that's something worth considering if you do enjoy the live, and you want to
Question:
keep
do
it.
you have an Odyssey account?
I do. So
Okay,
it's
so it
not
should
backing up the lives though, only like the short videos. I
dude,
think
it
we need
doesn't
more
back up the
followers.
lives for me too, man. I don't
Like
know
we need like
why.
10K subscribers or something. I don't know. Like there's
That
probably a
is
thing to that.
ridiculous, man.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know why it doesn't back up the lives for me too. You know what I think it is? I think it has something to do with the length of the stream.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably,
It could be that too if it's really long. Like we go on for long, and I appreciate
right.
everybody tuning in and holding it down throughout the whole way, man. Whether you pop in, pop out, live or archived, man, it's love. For real.
Absolutely. So
And
again,
first
thanks
time
to
catching it.
everybody for tuning in as
Thank
well.
you. Thank you. Yep, yep, yep. But yeah, guys, I think we're gonna wrap it up. Till next time, next Saturday. When's that? When's that? What day is that? The
That
7th?
will be next Saturday's the 8th.
The 8th. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's gonna be an interesting day. It's written 8/1, right?
Ritual 81. Oh
Ritual
boy.
81.
There we go.
So
You heard
off
it here
top.
first.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Let's see. Quick, we got 51 date numerology, 9, obviously simple numerology of 9. So the
It's a
numbers
Saturday, so
completion.
possibly a shooting.
Yeah.
Never know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we'll keep our eyes out. We'll try to keep you guys tuned in. Make sure to, subscribe to us and follow us on our social medias.
Yep.
Neo on his Twitter at Neo
Neo
the
the Hacker
Hacker.
59.
Bow.
Yes,
Me,
sir.
your boy on Instagram, trying to have it on the banner. Hopefully you guys can see that. Yeah. Make sure to smash the like button, all that, guys. Really appreciate it. Neo, Love. It's
Thanks
all
for having me,
good.
man. Appreciate
Hey
it.
man, thanks for hopping on, man. It's our show,
Absolutely.
not mine, not yours. It's our show. So,
Indeed.
and it's the people's
Indeed.
show. So, appreciate everybody. I think it's time to wrap it up. 66 viewers, 3 minutes, 17 seconds, bro.
Perfect.
Come on, that's perfect, guys. You know the numbers right there? That's stupid. That's perfect.
It's the
317 is the
organic side
66
right there.
prime.
Yeah.
Come on, end it right there. All right, y'all. That's
All right,
love.
guys. Peace.
Easy.